We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stuttering Craig.
I did. Oh, wow! Right on the tip. Just on the tip.
And Blabs. Co-hosted by our friends from around the internet.
There is a portion of Norway where it is legally required to carry a firearm at all times.
If you're just a normal man looking for common sense in this crazy-ass world, you've come to the right place. And now, broadcasting from our homes from around the internet, it's time for Side Scrollers.
Okay, you ready? Open wide!
Oh, welcome out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com and Twitch and Kick. But most importantly, SidescrollersPlus.com. Good to see everybody. Welcome out. Happy Tuesday to you. We got a banger of a show today. So much going on. Glad you're with us today. I am very, very excited to welcome in the queen of Italian food. It's a Blabs.
You're excited to see me for once? What's happening? Are you dying?
Hey, I was looking at, like, what are you wearing? You have some sort of, like,
What?
weird neck thing going on?
What is going on here?
Well, I'm like,
This
what are
is
you
you
wearing?
and Phoenix. Okay, listen. I am wearing
You look like a
shirt.
space alien from
What?
you look like you're from
This
Space
is
Channel
Ralph
5.
Lauren, dickhead, first of all. And I can say that now because we're more than 7 seconds in. Anyway, I am wearing Ralph Lauren and it's a tennis tank top.
Okay, you look like you're from the game Space Channel 5 on the Dreamcast. That's all.
I don't know if that's a compliment or not.
Well, we'll get into that in just a little bit. Let's see if Leaflet looks like Space Channel 5 today. Hi, Leaflet. How are you?
Hey, how's it going? That was a good game, Space Channel 5.
Yeah.
On the
Blabs has
Dreamcast.
No idea what I'm talking about when I say that.
I don't know
That's
anything.
No, you don't. Leaflet, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you guys today?
Man, I'll tell you what, if I was any better, you could just slap me. It's ridiculous. I'm doing so good. But yeah, things are good. I can't complain. Always excited to have number in the 4th slot today. Straight from the hood, everybody. Please welcome Phoenix.
West Coast represented.
Don't do that. You're gonna get shot. Don't do that. You're gonna get shot, Phoenix. Don't you understand what happens when you bust out them?
East Coast represent? Is that better? That good?
Don't represent any coast.
I'm representing nobody. It's just me. There we go. All right, perfect.
When you start showing up in all blue or all red, that's when I know things are going to be really bad. Oh man, Blabs, do you understand? You don't understand the Space Channel 5 reference, so I figured I would kind of give you a rundown. This is the first thing I thought when I saw your shirt today. Is this thing right here? It looks
That
like
is
you're.
so rude.
Why?
I look nothing like that.
Well, no, you don't. You're not wearing the headset. You don't have the pink hair. But you could pull this off. You could pull off this kind of weird Space Channel 5 outfit thing going on.
Why though? Why?
Because it's like I said, it's your collar thing you got going on up
Well,
there.
it's just the cut. Look. Oh my god. My hair's in there. Headphones and everything. Look. It's a normal tank top. See?
She's a woman, everybody. There she is. Confirmed. Blabs girl. Excellent.
Wow. Who would have thought?
Way to go. Well, look, big show today. Lots going on. We're getting into all of the nonsense happening in the world. The big story over the last couple days is not the Roblox insanity, although we're going to get into that a little bit later. It should be the Roblox insanity. But the big story of the last 24 hours has been this Battlefield cheater, the Vtuber thing, which, Leaflet, you've been following this a little bit?
Yeah, actually, I was taking a look at that a little bit yesterday. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, we're gonna just get off the high dive and dive right into that thing today. We have Mr. Beast has joined Kick, apparently, which is a thing. Well, by the way, we're on Kick as well, kick.com/sidescrollers. We have a big crossover as Helldivers is crossing over with the much smaller game, Halo. We'll get into that a little bit later. The biggest trend in the world of collecting is happening right now. And we have a classic movie that is now deemed problematic. Of course it is. And we're also going to get into this stupidity of the Vikings male cheerleader. Now, Phoenix, I'm sure you have a lot to say. As a matter of fact, I saw what you had to say over on X.
I'm very excite.com about that. Yes.
And we're also going to be spilling the tea, if you will, today, as we have two totally unrelated but related stories having to do with tea. See what we did there? It's wonderful. But first and foremost, do us a favor. Hit the thumbs up button if you're watching. I would appreciate it if you did, because right now, like, we got a bunch of people watching, and the first thing you should do is make it part of your day and just pop on and hit the thumbs up, because YouTube's dumb. YouTube's very dumb. YouTube doesn't even count you as viewers if you don't do something like hit a thumbs up or leave a comment. It's really dumb. It's stupid. So we'd really appreciate it if you hit the thumbs up button. Also, reasons why YouTube is really, really freaking dumb. I posted this over on X just a few minutes ago, but before the show, as I was getting this show set up today, you know, we post highlights of the show on a day-to-day basis. We'd like to keep you guys updated. For those who don't watch the day-to-day show, you can get caught up, right, on some of the bigger topics that we have going on. We're going to be doing more shorts coming up and things like that. But the big story we talked about yesterday was this Roblox story and just the insanity going on there, where you have this group of people who are literally rooting out predators on the platform of Roblox. They are finding them and they are getting arrested. They found 6 different predators on the platform in a very short amount of time. So we were talking about this story yesterday, and we posted a clip of this.
Morning,
so hold on.
everyone. Phoenix, I beg you don't throw hand signs and streams. Hello, Leaflet. I might be hearing, but even without watching, I look Blabs must look lovely. So shame on you, Craig. Later, Gators.
All right. Armis with the $25 direct donation. Thank you very much. That helps dramatically. Thank you very much, Armis. Appreciate your support. And yes, Blabs looks lovely.
Ha!
I'm complimenting you. What do you want? What do you...
Sorry, I'm used to abuse.
It's weird. Anyway, so we tried uploading a clip of the show yesterday, and it has been flagged 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it was flagged 5 different times for the vaunted yellow dollar sign, which means that, for those who don't know, it says that your content will not be monetized very well, and discovery is going to be very limited because it's not deemed safe for a broader YouTube audience. Now, on top of that, this video right here at the top, right here, this was not the original thumbnail for this video. This thumbnail apparently got us a content warning on YouTube. So we're expecting our viewership to be down dramatically today. We're expecting to be stifled because we've been given a warning, a slap on the wrist for more or less talking about this story. So that fucking sucks, obviously. So that's why it's important for you guys to, once again, whether you're watching on YouTube or watching on another platform like Rumble, preferably Side Scrollers Plus. By the way, the show over on Plus, it's free every day. It's not behind a paywall over on Plus. You guys can go over there and watch it over there. You get notified every single day. But once again, we're on Kick, we're on Twitch. And you, of course, by the way, did you know you can watch the show in archive over on Spotify? You can like have the show downloaded to your phone every single day, which there's like a hardcore Spotify audience out there. So we appreciate you guys tuning in, which is great. So look, things are fucked up over on YouTube. We're expecting lower viewership today, despite the importance of what we talk about on a day. So make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. We'd really appreciate that. And most importantly, like if you find value in the show, there will be a day, we've said this many, many times, where YouTube says, no, we're not into that. Head to Side Scrollers Plus and become a member. I know we harp on this all the time, but we will fall out of the algorithm. We will hit the slap on the wrist. And that's just the reality of when you talk about things that people don't want you talking about, you know? So just a matter of time. And yeah, it does tell you everything you need to know about the situation, which is just absolutely silly Billy. So once again, we speaking of Plus, coming up on Thursday, myself, Blabs, Wicked, and Kirsha will be playing Chained Together. Looking forward to that. That's going to be, well, I'm probably going to hate everybody. Yeah, it's going to be great. So that'll be Thursday at 3 o'clock. That's our normal Side Scrollers Plus time all throughout the month of August. Thursdays at 3. And then, of course, to cap out the month on August 30th, King of the Kart is happening, where we're going to have a big old Mario Kart competition. We've announced 4 of our 8 competitors here, and we'll be announcing more throughout the rest of the month. A current lineup consists of Blabs, our returning champion, Garrett, Flawed and his beau, Mo. See what I did there? But I guess a beau would be a
Clever.
boy. Yeah. So, anyways, Flawed and Mo are joining, and we'll have another on Thursday. So, new guest then. So, once again, we're providing a ton of value for you guys, for all of our Plus members, which is why we harp on it all the time and let you guys know. And with YouTube cracking down, it is what it is. So, yeah, that's kind of where we're at. Appreciate you guys' support. We always like to start the show with today in video game history. So, Blabs, what do we have today?
Okie dokies, everybody. August 12th, we have The Adventures of Bayou Billy, released in Japan in 1988. We have, I think, maybe Craig's. Oh, look at that. He bring for show and tell. I think this might be Craig's favorite. I'm not really sure. Whenever I get it. Thank you, Duke Nukem Advance was released in 2002. Alan. Madden NFL was released in 2003 on this day. Now, there's a lot of like one of these NFL games released on this day today, but I picked the 2003 one because I figured it would be the most popular one. The end.
Hold on. What? Why would you think the Madden 2003
Because
is the most popular?
there was one that was released like on this day last year or whatever, and like who the hell is playing that one? So I figured like it was like one of the most revolutionary ones, the earlier ones, you know?
What the hell are you talking about? You're just
Very
saying words right now.
revolutionary. Absolutely revolutionary.
Compared to like the one that was released last year, that's just like a slop, right? They're just like pushing those out. It's like the exact same thing almost every year or whatever, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, they added
That's why-
rocket boots to this one. It was very revolutionary.
Right. All right. Okay, Blaz. Well, I'll tell you what. While you decided to put Madden 2003 on here, some noticeable games and I don't know, major things include the PC.
Yeah, I
released
didn't put that in
44
there
years
because
ago.
there's no. So I didn't put this in because I went and looked it up, and there's multiple dates that you could put for the release of the PC, and I couldn't find August 12th. So I don't know what they're getting for the PC release for this.
Leaflet, I appreciate that Blab's over here doing some hard research on when the PC was released.
Well, there's multiple dates that you can consider as the actual release date, but like this is, I don't know what they're saying for August 12th. I couldn't find anything.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. You know what? We'll give you the PC. That's fine. And by the way, Blabs, what does PC mean?
Personal computer.
Oh, thank God.
Or
Okay,
politically
thank God.
correct. Whichever.
Right. Well, yes, for this instance, personal computer. Some other noticeable games that you missed today. Obviously, we're going to get into Bayou Billy in just a second, but Wild Guns for the Super Nintendo, super rare at its time. Phoenix, you look like you're wildly upset about this.
Yes, Wild Guns absolutely should have been on there. Blabs, have you ever even heard of Wild Guns?
Besides what certain people use? No.
It's orgasm in a cartridge. That's what I'll say. That was the review from
Wow.
EGM. Yeah, absolutely.
Only specific.
Phoenix is just blowing his load over there in the bottom left corner.
That is correct.
That's just- King of the Fighters Maximum Impact over here. By the way, Blaz, Madden 2009 was released also 17 years ago. I'm surprised that didn't make the list today. So there's that.
Well, I put in the 2003 one instead.
I know,
thought,
yeah.
I thought the earlier games, because I've not played these, I assumed the earlier games were the better NFL ones, and now the later ones are just like reprinted slop, basically coming out all the time. So I had some logic to this. I researched, you know.
Sure you did.
Trials.
Yes, you didn't put Trials HD on the list.
And I didn't even put drip drip, but you know what? Oh well.
You could
No,
have had
no, no,
Oculus
no.
Strip on there.
You see,
I
now
didn't
you got
put
Leaflet
that.
upset. Now you got Leaflet upset over
I just,
here.
you know, you can't make anybody happy. So just take the list, put in your pipe and smoke it, and there you go.
No, I'm not done yet. I'm not done. Trials HD, one of the most revolutionary. Like we talked about how the Xbox Marketplace was huge. This was one of those games, Phoenix.
Yep,
that really popped off
Xbox
the
Summer Arcade, I believe. Yeah, huge, huge.
Look, you have Leaflet upset. Leaflet is just pissed right now. The lack of representation you have here from Akiba's trip not being included, unreal. Silent Hills.
Yeah,
for the
that
PlayStation
actually
4.
didn't really release though. Click
That's
on it.
the PT. That's the PT demo. One of
Yeah.
the most iconic.
Exactly. So I
And to
didn't put
use
it
your
in
own
there.
word, revolutionary.
Yes.
Contrary to the
Listen.
football. The advancements they made in that technology.
To be fair, I think that's the only Madden I ever played.
Ha!
No,
Aha!
you're
kidding.
I think so. I think it was that one, actually.
Vindicated.
Madden 2003.
I think so. Was that on?
Yeah, that's the one I put.
That might have been the one I played. I don't know. I played a Madden game, and it was
Shout
a long
out,
time
Lee.
ago.
Atta
Like,
girl,
coming
Blab. You did it, girl. You did it.
Yes.
Hey, can we just get some confetti go off for Blabs today? Let's go, everybody. Let's go for Blabs.
Betty.
Oh, yeah, let's go! Dance it out, Blabs. Hey, everyone stop. Look at that star on your screen.
Yes.
Look at her go. She
Hello,
did it, everybody.
thank you for being here today.
Round of applause.
Queen.
Way to go. I do want to take a step back, though, and talk about Bayou Billy. Leaflet, do you know Bayou Billy?
That game is legendary.
It is legendary hard.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Yeah. I feel like we've talked about it on the show a couple times, but I think it's important to continue to talk about this game because this game, released by Konami back in the 80s, when you talk about like the Japanese version of this game was ridiculously better because it wasn't as difficult to play, and
Which
I
is
learned
rare.
That
It was always the other way around back in the day.
Can I show you something, Blabs, about Bayou Billy that made it spectacular?
Proceed.
Oh, thanks. Here you go. Check this out.
It's the music.
Just listen. No. See what happens.
I don't hear anything.
Where is it? Where is it? Say it. Say it. Say it. Say what you need to say. Where is it? Where is it?
Say what
It's supposed
you
to
need
go.
to say.
It's supposed to go. The Adventures of Bayou Billy. It's supposed to talk to you.
Did you have a stroke?
No, the game did. So that's.
There's no audio.
There we go.
There we go.
Practice mode. What the hell are we doing here? I want to see the full. Oh, here's the music though. Listen to this.
Oh, is this the One Piece?
Hey, what do you think about this, Blabs?
It's alright.
The Louisiana Man game.
That's right. It's like Indiana Jones stuck in Louisiana. That's right. Man. Okay. Oh, here we go. Okay. Sorry. Got a little excited there. Blabs, check this out. In addition to this being like a side-scrolling beat 'em up, which is ridiculously hard here, you can throw knives at people and get your ass kicked. There are other ways to play as well, including a race car game in the middle of it. Like this is just like a regular level in the middle of the game. You got a race car game here. Then Then on top of that, which I never even got to this point in the game, there was like a shoot 'em up level where you go through and you shoot it with your light gun for the Nintendo, which I never made it this far. I just heard about this later on in life. But man, talk about a revolutionary game. This game was nuts. Leaflet, did you ever get anywhere close to this when you played it?
I did get to this part.
What?
Because I remember it.
Are you a video game master? What are you talking about?
I don't quite remember, but I think it's 100% possible that I used the Game Genie.
Oh, the Game Genie. God rest its soul, man. The greatness that was. Let's see what actually happens here. I want to see if it actually says something. Hold on. Come on, press. I just want to hear it. No, damn it. Oh, there it is. There it is. Turn it up. So good.
The Adventures of Bayou Billy.
Blabs, the game freaking talks to you.
Do you need a moment, Craig?
Do you know how big of a deal this was in 1989? The action game for the Nintendo Entertainment System by Konami? Do you realize how cool it was?
Didn't they have something talk to you before this?
Yes, but it was a rarity. If you got talking in video games in 1989, you felt like you were a fucking god.
It's true.
Leaflet knows.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, there was high advanced technology right there. It's ridiculous. So, anyways, there's today in video game history.
Okay. How about
There
that
we go.
Madden? 2003. The look.
Where's Vince? Where's Vince at when you need him? Where is he? Can you,
I believe he's right. I believe he's right here. Here you go.
Oh, thank you, Vince. Good to see you. There you go.
Bye, Vince.
I like that Vince just walks off.
Just
That's wonderful. Oh man, oh man. Oh hey, Mercenary says I sent on Twitter the video from Hypnotic. It's so much worse than I thought possible, considering FBI involvement in Roblox developer doing crime, actively erasing material that is a crime. Yeah, man, the Roblox story is nuts, and the fact that every single media outlet is not covering it should be talked about. And yesterday, Leaflet, we were talking about the idea. This Roblox story, just the quick TLDR for those who are getting caught up. There's a dude there's a group of people who are finding predators inside of Roblox, and they're finding him. And these are guys who literally prey on children, 10, 11, 12-year-old kids who are on Roblox. Anyways, they're pointing the police to these people with documentation. These people are getting arrested, and the people who are pointing to the people who are doing the job of finding these predators got a cease and desist from Roblox for whatever reason. It should be void, whatever. And then there's on top of that an executive sold a bunch of Roblox stock just to just really inconvenient facts that are rolling out about this thing. It's a really messy situation, and I talked about yesterday. We should hang out outside the Roblox headquarters. Maybe we should do a show out there and just do it right in front, like on the path or something, and just do a show and just wait till somebody comes out and makes us leave. We could protest that way, or we could protest with shows right in front of Roblox until we get arrested. Because
love that idea.
Yeah.
I don't want to get arrested. I never even had detention in school.
You mommy muffin.
What? What? Don't ever use those words.
It's awesome. Mercenary says the actions of the Roblox people screams they were in a certain island with a man by the name of Epstein. Until I see evidence otherwise, I'm assuming. Well, yeah, it's a pretty big assumption. But did you see there was also yesterday? God, hold on. Blabs, will you get some of these supers? I need to pull something up yesterday that I saw.
Okay. All right. Okay. Hang on. Shout out StreamYards for not clearing. All right. Bike Short Senpai on Funny says, late and burnt leaf. Get it? Because leaflet. Sorry, I'll see myself out. All right. Saku Kocho became a new member. Thank you very much.
Let's go.
Cthulhu for 2 on Plus says, Blabs looks like she joined Starfleet. Anyway, Cthulhu for 2 says, leaflet, get everyone to join the Church of Best Girl, a.k.a. Mordred. Like from Merlin, but that's a dude.
From Fate. But also from not history, from lore and legend. Morgan, okay. Like King Arthur's son.
Yeah, but Mordred is a dude.
Not in Fate.
Huh?
You know about Fate? It started as a visual novel, but it became like a whole anime series and video game. Mm-hmm. And the whole thing is they take historical, they have King Arthur, right? You summon King Arthur, and then you fight in this battle royale for who gets to get the Holy Grail. It's like a Holy Grail war, right? But in the story, King Arthur was actually a woman.
The fuck? Why?
So you can,
Arthurette?
So you can, King Arthur.
You can fuck King Arthur?
Yeah.
Even though Arthur's... Yes. So why is it a king? It should be Queen Arthur then, if it's a girl.
I think it takes away from the lore.
Interesting. Right, because changing the guy to a girl doesn't take away from the
Actually,
lore
one of the most popular anime characters of all time.
Queen Arthur.
Yes.
Anyway, I'm a big BBC Merlin fan. Fanboy out there just saying. Shut up, Phoenix. I see you giggling. Mercenary says, on here, Stayum is getting huge numbers of DMCA clammies. Bruh. Anyway, this one's from Olive Garden for 10. Blabs, we're getting fed up with your baseless smears against our authentic Italian dining.
Mamma mia!
You'll leave us no choice but to take legal action against you and side scrollers.
Uh-oh. Well, we should definitely go sooner than later, for sure.
No, grazie. Bye, too. Mania. Mercenary says, all sports games are an automatic firing, Blabs. That's fine. Alabaster for 10 says, saw your response to my question on X last night. Super excited for the stream, whenever it may be. All right. And Joseph for 10 says, I will not stand for my friends being held financially strained by YouTube protecting corpos, protecting PDFs. Join Side Scrollers plus promo code PDF to stick it to YouTube. Offer subject to Montez. Can we make that a code, PDF?
Sure. I'll have it done here in just a minute. Yeah.
Let's go. Thank you for that. Ranger says, Blabs is right about Madden. Madden 03 is way better than modern day games. And that's someone who still plays modern Madden. Ha! Ha! Vindicated. Commodore fan says the IBM Model 5150 PC with Intel. What the fuck was released? Okay. This is about the PC gaming. All right. So the PC gaming history of today for 1981, August 12th, is talking about the specific IBM Model 5150.
Ha! Ha!
It's like a model. Really, we're going to celebrate a model?
I think it's more important than Madden 2003. I think you could
Chat
argue.
says otherwise.
No, Ranger George said otherwise. That doesn't mean chat, all right?
Leaflet played 03. Are you going to say Leaflet doesn't matter?
No, what I'm saying,
Welcome back, bro. Welcome back. You're wrong.
Leaflet, what's more important, Madden 2003 or the
A
personal
model?
computer?
A PC model?
The PC. But what if she's right though? It's hard to find like the actual date of the release of the PC. So.
No, but once again, it was about the specs being locked down for the PC. So
What the fuck are you? What is that? Are you from Robin Hood, like the Disney Robin Hood? One of the servants? Oh no, you're the lion. Oh, like you're laughing just like the cartoon. What the hell?
Besides, you got to put Madden in there somewhere.
That's right.
Somewhere. It's got to be in there somewhere because it's like it's like a gaming history thing, right?
well, don't forget next year, Blaz, when you have the PC on the list and you decide to go with Madden 2003 or 9 for that matter. So
Hey, I gotta find the freaking laughing lion. This is literally you. Okay, I got
Please
it. I
do.
got it. No, I got it right here. I'm pulling it up right now. This is nuts. Ready
Okay.
when you are, Phoenix. This is
okay.
literally Craig right now.
Taxes! Beautiful, lovely taxes!
It's right there.
And our show has been demonetized. Thank you, Blaz. Appreciate that. That's wonderful. Hey, Furlunch says many North American releases were harder versus Japan. In Japan, game rental were illegal. North America were not. There were some exceptions, like unpopular U.S. games like RPGs, or ones like Mega Man 2, where the U.S. got the like a game update. Thank you very much for that. That's cool. Zachary came in with the 10, says, Montez, I have a funny relationship with the mid-2000s Maddens. Playing Madden 06 was interesting after meeting Kerry Collins at his North Carolina ranch in 2005. Playing as him, extra funny. Nice. Thanks, Zachary. Good old Kerry Collins, the Carolina quarterback. There's a lot of cuz in there. Marius says, now you're putting the whole company in jeopardy, Blabs? I've heard that Olive Garden are incredibly litigious. Guess you'll have to go to Olive Garden for the sake of everyone at Side Scrollers. Marius, thank you for a little bit of logic and reason coming from you. It's good. Tamamo says, let the fate education begin. Oh my Lord, Merlin turned King Arthur into a man who then had the fun time with Morgana, thus creating Mordred.
That's actually the lore. Is that King Arthur was given a penis?
Oh.
Yes, that's the actual lore.
Didn't know that was going to come out of your mouth today. But thank you for sharing that leaflet. Sigrun says, in the Fate universe, Atoria Pendragon used the title king and disguised herself as a man because she believed the people at the time would not be as receptive towards a female monarch. Thank you, Sigrun. All right. By the way, Waspman says, as you may have seen, Brandon Herrera is running for Congress again. The timeline is insanely entertaining. Yep, I did see that.
Before we move on real fast, Cthulhu for one says, this is Mordred. Phoenix, want to pull up my screen for, because we were just talking about all this weird swappy swap. So that's Mordred. What the hell, dude?
What the hell, dude?
I don't understand this. This is a bit weird. But speaking of like King Arthur, Leaflet, did you ever watch the 2017 Arthur with was a Guy Ritchie and the Sword and the Stone or whatever it was called? Did you ever watch that movie?
I don't remember. I didn't really watch that many movies. The only King Arthur I remember, like as a kid, was this one where they were like King Arthur and the Knights of the Round, and they had powers. They came from another world.
I don't think I know that one. No, but anyway, you should totally watch that movie. You might actually like it.
I'll check it out.
Yeah.
Listen, is it anime?
Oh
Blast?
No.
Is it video games?
Oh, but it's got
then
to
Leaflet
do with,
has no idea.
Yeah, but it's got to do with King Arthur and everything, right? And so yeah, it's not exactly the most accurate because like they have like the Asian dude. At least say he's a Chinese guy, right? And there's like a black guy and everything, and obviously it's London time, Londonium as they call it. But it's still a fun movie in my opinion. So yeah.
Yeah, you know what the best King Arthur movie is of all time?
A Disney one?
a kid in King Arthur's court. Show it, Phoenix. Let's go. This is what we got going on over here. You guys remember this one? Kid in King Arthur's court? No, nobody does. Nobody remembers this shit.
I remember it.
I remember it.
That's when he
but
made like back-to-back baseball movie. He was like in every baseball movie ever, right?
Yes, the kid from American Pie, the guy from the annoying guy from American Pie.
I think it was like Angels on the Outfield. One of the other one. He just kept playing. Oh no, what was the one where he had the broken arm that then turned into
Rookie of the Year?
That's it. There we go.
Yeah, where he funky butt loving. Oh yeah, it was good stuff. By the way, Commodore fan says most laptops, desktops, and laptops that are not Apple still use the x86 standard in the form of x86 64 bits. So, Blabs, you need to do better. You're fired.
Okay.
Thanks, Commodore fan.
Just took that like a champ. All right, Blabs.
That's right. All right, that's fine.
Yeah, fuck
It
it.
just kind of pings sometimes. You just go like, yeah, you're okay.
Mark came in with the $20 super. Says, I remember the Screw Attack Top 10 with Bayou Billy. The way Craig makes it, the way Craig says it makes me laugh every time. Have a great day, everyone. What's wrong with Bayou Billy? I don't understand. That's good. And Tamamo came in with the €10 money. He says, wait until you see what they did to Attila, the Hun, turned into a waifu from space with a rainbow beam sword. Elizabeth Bathory and Nero also got some amazing treatment. Man, thank you, Tamamo. It's wonderful. Marmalin for 10 says, oh, Blabs, thy grave neglect of the personal computer's debut hath shamed us. Thus thou art cast out. Depart in disgrace, and let thy name fade into the halls. Begone!
Can we talk like that? Like, let's do Shakespearean insults and everything. Like, that was fun. When I was in high school, I had to do like a whole list of like Shakespearean insults for part of English project. It was great. Loved it.
Care to share one?
I have a booklet. I have to find it. Either that or my friend had it. But yeah, one of them was like, I find more and more I find you to resemble the back end of a cat. I like that one. Basically calling someone a butthole. I really like that one. I use that every so often.
Yeah.
Bentley came in with the 10, says, I just saw the Madden 04 was on the list of games released today. That was the Mike Vick cover, and they had a special made where they kick puppies instead of footballs during the kickoffs. It's fucked up, Bentley. Thank you for that very nice sports reference right there to Michael Vick abusing dogs. Tamamo says, final super chat. Sorry you triggered my specialist subject. Jean d'Arc also.
Very hot.
Also an absolute babe. Wait until you discover alters, inverse versions of the characters affected by rumors.
You know, that'd be fun to like see if you put like one of the characters up there, and then if you could guess which historical figure it would be. That'd be funny.
We should play that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should. Blab, see if you can find that. All the historical characters. What's it called?
Fate. It's like big game. Yeah, it's actually one of the first like big like mobile games.
From 2005.
Gacha games. Yeah.
Okay, Blabs. See if you can find all the list of historical characters in Fate. Maybe we'll play that game towards the end. What's that, Leaflet?
There's too many.
There's too many. That's good. My goodness, you guys have been busy today. Real quick, Tenarian says, I feel your pain, Craig. I too have a hard time explaining to my kids how voices in old video games are kind of like a big deal. It's only the reasons why I can't make myself skip voice dialogue to this day. Thank you, Tenarian. Appreciate that. Now we have voice actors and stuff. All right. Let's get into this, guys. We got a lot going on. We're going to hit every single one of your super chats, direct donations, and Rumble rants. I promise we will. Just know we say a thank you. By the way, we do have 3 ways to hit a Montez today. Our super chat goal, obviously on top of the screen. We also have our membership goal over here on YouTube. And if you're watching over on Twitch, we got one of those as well. So if we hit those, we'll go extra Montez, possibly triple Montez today. We'll see. But let's get into it, friends. It's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. The world is rejoicing. It's time for hard news.
Hard news.
You know, not everybody is rejoicing, as we have had consistency over the last 3 decades from one beverage company. Now, Leaflet, have you ever had an Arizona iced tea before?
Of course.
Yeah? What do you think? You enjoy the Arizona iced tea?
I used to like them a lot more, but I kind of stopped drinking sweet drinks like after I grew up.
After you grew up and decided you weren't a 12-year-old anymore.
It's literally all I drink.
Yes, we've established that Phoenix's diet consists of Arizona iced tea, Pepsi Zero, and pretzels and cigarettes.
Pure cancer. That's pretty much it. Yeah, that's my diet.
They're so clutch though at like convenience stores and gas stations. Like you gotta get in Arizona, you know.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. I see it in the chat here. Vale says, "Don't tell me the price is changing." Well, for the first time in 30 years, friends, Arizona iced tea may be forced to finally raise the price of its 99-cent cans right here. This is because of apparently the new presidential Trump tariffs that are coming in. The co-founder, Don Von Toltaggio. Blaz, how do you say that, Blaz? Voltaggio.
I think it's just Voltaggio.
Voltaggio.
I have no idea.
I'm pretty
I don't
sure
even
that's
know
how he
what.
says
We don't even know what is ethnic. Like, what is he Italian? I don't know.
Way to kill the bit. Yes.
I'm just saying, Blabs, with a name like
I'm being logical here. I'm sorry.
with a name like
Voltaggio.
like a name. Thank you, Phoenix. I think that's how he actually, when he does press
Every
conferences,
time.
he says, "Please introduce me as Don Voltaggio."
He's from Brooklyn.
What do you think he's from Brooklyn? Of course he's from Brooklyn. Hey, bada boom, hey, gonna have a pizza set. What?
What do you mean, of course?
I mean, he's an Italian from Brooklyn. What do you expect?
I really do need those storm clouds to come. I'm going to work on that immediately.
Yes, we do. The Blabs, the dark cloud of side scrollers
The
over
Dark
here.
Queen.
Anyways, so speaking of dark clouds, the brand is considering its first price hike in more than 30 years after that goddamn orange man, President Trump's administration, introduced a 50% tariff on imported aluminum. While 80% of its cans are made from recycled material in the United States, 20% is imported from Canada. This cost directly impacts the business and is forcing it to consider raising its price right there. They say, Voltaggio says, "I hate even the thought of it. It would be a hell of a shame after 30 plus years right here." So there we are. 99 cents could potentially go up to maybe $1.09, perhaps. I don't know. So he had, if you recall, he previously said he would not be interested in raising the price, but those damn tariffs, they're making it hard on everybody right here. So Leaflet, I know you don't drink Arizona iced tea, but can you consider all the illegal immigrants who want to day-to-day basis that want to pay the extra dime because of it?
It's kind of sad because it's like the end of an era, you know? It's like first it was the dollar stores, right? They're like not really a dollar anymore. And Arizona held out as long as they could, right? But
I'll tell you this, when you go down this, when you go to the construction zone, let's just be real. Like at least here in Texas, Arizona iced tea is a big player.
is it?
Yes.
I didn't know about that.
Oh my gosh, there's Arizona cans scattered all over construction sites here, at least in Texas. It's nuts. That's why I say that. So,
I get it. I get it now.
Yes. Okay, there we go. Anyway, so sad day for all you Arizona tea drinkers out there. If you've had an Arizona iced tea in the last 6 months, let us know in the chat, because I don't believe you. But good for you guys. That's great. Speaking of tea, do you remember the Tea app not too long ago? See how I'm tying the stories in? This is great. This is what a professional host does, guys.
Good
Just to let you know that. That's good. You guys remember the Tea app not too long ago, how it got hacked and everything? And the whole idea, Leaflet, do you remember what the idea of the Tea app was?
It's to talk shit.
That's right. It was to talk. It was for super women, super hyper feminist women to talk shit about dudes.
Yeah.
That was a bad idea because it got hacked.
Ooh.
Well, yeah. If you recall that got hacked, but there's a new Tea app out, and it is called TeaOnHer, and it has become the #2 free app in the U.S.
Yeah, it is.
10 days after launch, it is a men-only copy of Tea that lets users share red flags, swap info, and get feedback about dating women. So somebody decided to say, hey, it's a good idea. How about we add a little bit of security and make it about dudes? So there we are. We got a male-only T app right now, which maybe should I download that and see what people are saying about
Yes, you should.
women if it's really bad?
That is correct. Yes.
I don't want to get hacked.
Sometimes that's the price you pay. That's the price you pay.
That's the price you.
I think it's because they required you to upload your driver's license as a verification that you were indeed a woman in the area that you were talking about, right?
Or also probably like your phone number and stuff like that. So yeah, I definitely wouldn't sign up for it now.
No, you don't think that's a good idea?
Unless you buy a phone number for the sole purpose of using it for all this spam and junk stuff, where you're just like, this is my phone number, totally. And then you just give them the fake number.
I should get a side scroller's burner line, shouldn't I? Right?
Yeah.
That'd be pretty good. You know, I know you can have like Google phone numbers and stuff.
Yeah.
Where they just give you random numbers. Like maybe we should do that. Maybe we should have a side scroller's burner line, and maybe people can call in and leave voicemails for the show.
Oh God!
Yes.
How to get demonetized in 2 seconds?
I'm sure that'd go really well.
Yeah.
You got like Alyssa Mercante calling up, "Fuck you guys, you assholes." Oh man, that'd be awesome. Okay, so there we go. If you guys go find the app, if you like to have your shit stolen, go to the TeaOnHer app, the number 2 app in the world or in the United States right now. So I saw someone in the chat say they should have called it the PeaOnHer app, which is then an entirely different app. I just want to point that out.
I agree with that app 100%, by the way.
The idea of being able to talk shit about people?
Or
Well,
the
if you're
peeing on
gonna
the-
if you're gonna make it so it's
Hold on,
societally
Leaflet,
acceptable.
I'm sorry. Leaflet, real quick. Which? Let's be very specific here.
The T on
T
her
app
not
or the P app?
Not the P on her app.
Leaflet was in some kinky shit, you know?
No.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead. Continue, Leaflet. I'm sorry. Oh no! You knocked her out. Oh no!
I'm so sorry.
But the like if women can have an app where they talk shit about dudes and everyone's gonna be like, okay, this is societally okay, then dudes should have their own shit talk app, I think. I mean, I think the shit talk app in general is like bad culture, but I mean, if you're gonna have it one way, then it should be the other way too. Equality, you know?
Hey, straight up. Way to go. I love to hear that. A little equality action going on over here. That's wonderful. Yeah. Listen, if you're gonna talk shit about dudes, let the dudes talk shit about you.
Agree.
Throwing it out there. I like the idea. It's good. All right. Hey, Fuck Ulf came in, says it was the PC. If the PC was made in 2003, then what did I jam a big bird floppy disk in and break when I was a toddler in 2000? And what did I play Diablo on in 2001? Wait, why were you playing Diablo in 2001?
This guy is like Sheldon Cooper genius.
I guess. Shane says, "Thou shalt ingest a satchel of Richards." You're welcome, Blabs.
You gotta say it with more just and everything, you know?
Okay.
Try it out, Blabs.
Yeah,
What
go
was
ahead,
the
Blabs.
line again?
Thou shalt ingest a satchel of Richards.
Thou shalt.
Beautifully done.
She's a pro, folks. She's a pro.
Beautifully done.
Alright, hang on. Thou shalt ingest a satchel of Richards.
Beautiful.
Ah. Okay. What?
Okay.
You having a stroke? What's wrong with your eye?
No, just trying to figure out what you're doing over there. Graham says, we all know it has nothing to do with tariffs and everything to do with the fact that that the dickheads on food stamps, SNAP, will no longer be able to buy Arizona iced tea with our money. Montez, Graham, that's an interesting point. Interesting point right there. Nice. Modest Rat says, Blabina, the suck causeth thee don't knoweth, yond thy not did respond to addeth cucumber to tacos. Also, Craig, keep up the most wondereth to thee. Thank
I
you.
had a cucumber the other day.
Of course you did. Dreg says, with the 20, says, you guys should watch the new Helldivers 2 Xbox launch trailer that dropped today. It's some good old-fashioned video game fun. And on the news side, it confirms that the Halo ODST crossover. Dreg, we're going to get to that in just a little bit. Thank you for that. That's wonderful. Tenarian came into the 5, says, Blabs profile on the T app. And
Yeah, I have a
included
photo. Share the screen, Phoenix.
Oh, there you go. That's wonderful. Thank you. Nice.
Thank you for that.
Yes. Mercenary says, "Oh yeah, a radio show in LA with conservative values had a phone number and where people would leave very colorful voicemails. It was wild with the beeps."
Was that John and Ken?
I don't know, dude. I kind of like the idea of being able to leave voicemails for the show. Maybe
It was John and Ken.
Telling you, get a burner phone. It's gonna happen.
okay. Let's put it down on the interesting things to potentially look at. I like that.
Where's that next?
Just put it on make a note, Blabs. There we go. Delta came in and says, watched a defense of Riley by someone named Pingu over on the over the battlefield theater.
Pingu?
Yeah.
I know
Think
who Pingu is. He's the penguin. Newt. Huh? Have you not seen Pingu ever? No? Really?
I felt like a king, just like just like the slowly. Delta says, I guess apparently he's a clip farmer who trains with snapshots. Still
hi.
weird. He's my age. I thought he'd be 17-year-old on Adderall. Thank you, Delta. Henry came in and says, came across some good old wrestling content for Plus. Vinnie Mac saying crazy thing. There's a part 2 as well. I'm going to click that link and I'm going to I'm going to pause that because that sounds awesome. Thank you, Henry. Tenarian says, speaking of Arthurian legends, I really hope Tides of Annihilation ends up being good. Looking forward to it releasing. Thank you, Tenarian. Artemis came in and says, thou hast more hair than wit, and more faults than hairs, and more love than will be wise. Basically, he's calling a friend stupid after being love struck. Always good reading that in Two Gentlemen of Verona. Also, they raised Arizona here 2 years ago. Oh, thanks, Artemis. Yeah. And Tenarian says, I'm going to be a bit of a European elitist again. They sold American Arizona iced tea in my town for a while a few years ago. Didn't really care for it. I can't recall the price, but it probably costs more in the U.S. than in the U.S. since it was imported. You're probably correct. Thank you, Tenarian. All right, let's go keep moving on, guys. Thank you very much for your support. We're closing in on our first Montez goal today. I think we're going to hit it. We also have our sub goals and at the top of the screen. Okay, real quick, I wanted to pull this up when we were talking about the Roblox thing, talking about the insanity associated with that, because this is what I saw yesterday. I couldn't, well, actually, I very much could believe it when I saw this. This is an alleged quote right here, not that, this right here. This is an alleged quote from a Roblox administrator in a child safety lawsuit. Okay. One former Roblox employee explained in describing the company's approach to child safety, you have to make a decision, right? You can keep your players safe, but then it would be less of them on the platform. Or you just let them do what they want. And then the numbers look all good and investors will be happy.
What the?
I think that tells you everything you need to know. It's pretty fucked up. Absolutely unacceptable. And I mean, what do you got to say about that? That's exactly what you'd expect some like scummy executive to say in a situation like that. Well, we could protect the children, but then there would be less children playing the game and ultimately make less money. Leaflet, you got anything on that?
Man, that's depraved.
It's pretty fucked up. Blabs, how do you feel about that?
No, I agree. It's absolutely fucked up, and it shows where their priorities are. I understand you're a business and you want to make the most money, but there has to be some type of ethics involved, no? So, it's fucked.
Phoenix, you got anything?
I gotta agree with the corporation on this one, and no, I'm kidding.
Well, I really gotta just agree with the corporation on this. They're right. I mean, there are less kids, so. That's excellent. All right, I'll tell you something we can all agree on is the new trend. This is a trend we see every time a school year happens, but specifically in college. But we're seeing more of this year. God bless America for this latest trend coming from universities. Blabs, did you ever do this?
I was not in a sorority. I don't even think my campus had sororities.
No, you never had a big.
No, this is an American thing. I didn't go to school in America, so.
Well, here, this is what's happening here. Training to draft the best new member class. This is a sorority thing. Leaflet, I'm sure you love this. Here we go. Let's check it out.
We will be perfect in every aspect of the game. You drop a pass, you run a mile. You miss a blocking assignment, you run a mile. You fumble the football, and I will break my foot off. And
so there we go. The sororities are looking to find the best, and you know what? Apparently, some have found the best as this new trend of. I can't play the audio here because it's all copyrighted music, but the dance numbers happening at colleges' campuses are insane right now. Phoenix, I feel like you can get behind this trend.
I can. I actually first I thought these were AI because I was seeing so many of them, and it was like nice to see like people that weren't land monsters. So I love this. I think this is fantastic.
Blabs, what about you?
You just gotta picture the organization, right? Like how many girls are up on the top dancing? They're like, all right, you fatties, go up top because you're not hot enough to do the dance and you can't dance anyway, so you just dance up there and no one can actually see your faces and all the hotties dance down below. Some organization there.
Well, I mean, I think it's pretty good, I guess. You know, like Leaflet, you got any thoughts on like this is a trend, by the way. You like major trend. You can see this all
it's been going
over.
on for years though. Now it's just more relevant because of social media and the Sydney Sweeney stuff.
I think it's very simple.
Leaflet?
Can't run the arm McKinnon, don't care.
You know, okay, sounds
Craig,
good.
were you expecting that
girls dancing?
Were you ready to hear that this is great organizational skills?
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think all, what these girls have done here is really important to society. And
that's what I was
gone
thinking.
on their way to.
Yeah.
Like,
I was thinking
these are the future leaders of America here.
Oh gosh, as they twerk and stuff. Way to go.
Twerking and dancing. I'm just saying, like, Blaz, what's you don't. You have issues with these women, these girls over here,
No,
these young ladies over here.
I honestly don't care, but it's like, I feel like it paints a bad picture of college, doesn't it? Because I thought, like,
Blabs.
when you go out, it's true though. When everyone outside of America thinks like the U.S. colleges go party hard and absolutely insane, it's like, well.
No, what we think of colleges now is indoctrination agenda, and this is a wonderful return back to what it was supposed to be: hot girls dancing with great organizational skills. That's what it's about.
Shout out organization. It doesn't bother me anyway. It's just I just kind of wonder how well their grades are, you know.
I mean,
I'm sure they're all wonderful.
To go to university anyway.
I mean, unless their mommy and daddy paid their tuition.
You know what? True.
The future leaders of America, everybody! Congratulations, Phoenix. I know that
it's a team building exercise.
Right. See, Eric understands it. They're coming together closer, which is good. It's nice. Good. Thank you for that. All right. Let's go and move on to another story. But first, look at this. This is wonderful. Sparky came in and says, "Isn't it amazing what one ad with a hot lady can do? All the land whales and usual T-app users are mauling. The hot chicks are back and doing silly hot chick things. Nature is healing." There you go. Right. See, Sparky gets it right there, which is good. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. Oh, hold on, Phoenix. Hold on. There we go. Carlton says, Craig, Google Hulk Hogan clouds. This is pretty cool. Blabs, can you pre-screen that, please? I'm not going to do that live.
Hulk Hogan clouds?
Yeah, I imagine I imagine you're seeing Hulk Hogan in the clouds. Is my guess. Like I bet you the little cloudy mustache kind of idea.
Oh, yeah. It's just they basically just say it's Hulk Hogan.
Well, let's see it.
Hang on,
I'm excited.
Pulling up right now. Here we go. There we go.
Oh, I'm
this
excited
is what
for
they're
this.
saying.
Oh yeah, brother! Let's go.
Oh, wow,
that's awesome. That's amazing. Let's go. Hulk Hogan appearing in the clouds. Good old. Hey, all you guys said he didn't go to heaven. There's proof right there. Hulk Hogan went to heaven. He's in the clouds right there for you guys. He died for your sins. All right.
That's a good point.
Shout out.
He did.
Oh, man. Mr. Floridian says, Roblox basically admitting that they care more about making money than predator kids from protecting kids from child predators. Yep, you are correct, Mr. Floridian. Yes. Ranting Ryan says, Leaflet's spiral eyes took me out. Also, Craig, as far as voicemail for people to try to call in, try SpeakPipe. Blabs, it's easy to find on Google. SpeakPipe, Blabs. You write that down, please. Thank you. All right, let's see. Here, Joseph says, this show makes me wish I was 20 years younger. Thank you, Joseph. Going back to college, huh? All right, this probably does not make you wish you were 20 years. Actually, no, it probably does. Have you seen the big controversy going on in the world of sports right now? In the NFL, as the Minnesota Vikings have announced their first male cheerleaders, which is something that we've seen over the last few years, a trend really since like 2019, 2020, of the dude appearing on the female cheerleading squad. Here is the dude right here. And we're going to do this here and watch them do their transformations and stuff. So there's that, which is good. There's more here. Let's go ahead and get this here. There's another video of the team announcing that Blaze Sheik and Louis Kahn. Do you think Blaze Sheik, that's it? That's their real name?
Sounds
Blaze.
like an anime name.
It's me, Blaze, everybody. Anyways, where are the boys? Let's see. Oh, no. I don't know. I heard they're throwing a fit, as you'd expect. There we are. Here are the boys in the Minnesota Vikings setup over here. Let's just get y'all's thoughts on this first before we come to me, because I have something that I don't know. Let's see what you guys have to say about this.
Well, real fast, I can actually also combine this with Canada. I had heard from someone that I know from Canada that they had said that, Blabs, this is just going to our conversation about whether or not we should take Canada or not. I remember we had that conversation of whether or not they would be an ally to our movement or not. And this individual said that most men would probably enjoy the male cheerleaders more. That was an actual quote.
Who the hell said that?
What?
Yeah, someone from our
Was it a gay
movement.
guy?
No. Yeah, just someone from Canada. It's an actual quote. So
Name. We got
I'm not naming their name. I'll show you after the show.
Like a YouTuber said that? Like
No.
publicly? Oh.
So I'm going to have an unpopular opinion on this.
Okay.
I don't care if there's guys in the cheerleading thing, right? I don't care. Guy cheerleaders have been a thing for a long time, right? What I think is silly is the guys acting like women, right? This is not this here. You want women doing sexy walk. You don't want flamboyant guy with his arms strewed back here doing sexy walk, right? That's the issue right here. Is you want guys on your cheerleading squad? Awesome. I just don't think they should be doing the same dances, right? And the idea of these dances is they're out there doing this. I don't think the guys should be doing that, right? If you want to be a base of your big pyramid or whatever, okay, right? I don't mind that. You go to college, you find boys in the cheerleading side. That's totally fine.
Yeah, because they're lifting the girls up. They're doing the big heavy lifting shit. It's pretty masculine because they're throwing the chicks up in the air and stuff. I totally agree with what you're saying, by the way. Okay, but on the plus side, they actually acknowledge that they're dudes. They're wearing shorts instead of wearing the little skirts, and they're not pretending to be women in the sense of I'm a woman, like a trans. At least we know that these guys are actually saying, I'm a dude, but I'm just super flamboyant. So that's the plus side of it. I totally disagree with the whole, I think guys should totally like seeing guys dance like this. That just sounds like a gay guy saying that, to be honest, but to each their own, whatever.
No, look at this is not a male movement. This
No,
right
no,
here,
they're very
right?
feminine, but at least they know that they're dudes. That's the plus side of the matter, right? It could be worse. It's like, I'm a dude, pretend to be a woman, and now I am a woman. Get out, I'm taking your space, you know? At least it's not that bad, because it could be worse.
This right here, this movement right that he's about to do here, this was choreographed by a woman.
Yep,
like,
of course. The
like
hair
that is
flip and
not
everything.
like no dude should be doing a hair flip like that, right? Unless you're fucking Fabio and you're jacked as shit, right? And then Fabio would be the base of a pyramid, right? Like if you're gonna have dudes on your squad, use them for what they're there for, right?
Yeah,
Which
lift
is
the chicks
strength,
up.
right? Toss them in the air, do whatever, right? Mally over here says, to be fair, he's not pretending to be a woman, so I really don't care. Like here's kind of the other video, and that's the other thing, right? Like if you're gonna do this, don't make them like the focal point.
The fact that he's in the middle is pretty stupid.
Apparently, I saw also that they're like one of them's the squad captain. Like, really? You're gonna you want the dude to be the captain over all these women? You know?
Yeah, but see, I think you're all missing the point of that. This is whose account is this? Is this the official account of the team?
Yeah, these are official.
Right,
You would
so
not get official videos.
That's what I would argue is the bigger topic here, is that that's their front-facing ad to you. This is them saying, so like, to be very clear, I really don't care about any of you want all male cheerleaders, whatever. I actually really truly don't give a shit. But for people who love football, I can't imagine that what they want to see and what they want to pay for and what they want to be advertised is a bunch of men dancing in very female type, movements, etc., and having that kind of a sexy kind of vibe to it. So just be clear, that is what is being marketed right now. So when you're talking about a culture change, look at the culture that they're putting it down. They're not showing big, strong football players hitting each other. They're glorifying this, for better or worse, for whatever your opinion is. That's the front-facing image. That's what I see as the topic here.
You're right.
That's kind of along the lines of what I was going to say too. Is like, what's the target audience? So like, what's the point of it? Like, what are they trying to achieve by it? Does it get them to what the purpose is of the cheerleaders, right?
I saw this as well. I don't know if you guys knew this, but back in 2023, the Carolina Panthers had a male cheerleader as well, but it was positioned in another situation here. This is a thing that's been going on.
It sure is.
And
a
just
thing.
to kind of put this, yeah. Well, it gives a new meaning to tuck rule. Am I right? Let's go. Hey, bada boom, hey. But like, this is not a woman's body. I hate to breathe the bearer of bad news to all the dudes out there that want to be women, right? It's not. And this is just going to continue as, like I said, you want to have women on your cheerleading squad, don't care, right? Or you want to have men on, yeah. Like, but if you want to have men on, that's fine. Do it. That's great, right? Just use them appropriately. Use them for their literal strengths over women. And please, for the love of God, don't have them twerking on, like, to your predominantly male audience. Like, Blab, see if you can find what percentage of NFL viewers are male. Just curious, because I'm going to say it's probably pretty skewed in the male
So, according
demographics.
to AI overview, approximately 53% to 60.7% of NFL viewers in the USA are male.
Okay, that says 60% viewers, right? That I don't necessarily buy that stat. That's like saying that 50% of gamers are female, when in reality it's like 80%. Like 80% of that 50% is playing, a mobile game, right? I think that's a skewed number for advertisers, and we see this all the time. But
Well, there's another one I found. Level of interest in NFL in the United States as of January 2025 by gender. And it seems to be mostly male, but kind of close. I don't think this is right, though. It's from Statista.com.
Yeah, I think these are.
I
this
think
is data
it'd
thrown
be
out by the
pretty hard
NFL.
to find these numbers.
Well, it's all propagated by the league, right?
Yeah.
By the way, all advertisers, that's like us saying, like, I know that 94% of our audience is male, right? But that's like me going, hey, just so you know, our audience is 50-50 male to female advertisers. Come soak it up. You know, like I'm not going to skew that line of bullshit. I don't know. Like I said, just going back to this screenshot here, right? Like this video, like these are not, like, that's not attractive to anybody. Like, Blabs as a woman, Leaflet as a woman. When you see this, are you like, yeah, go Vikings?
No, it just means the dude can dance better than me, and I'm not sure if that's like the greatest thing. You know? It's like, oh, cool, you can dance sexier than I can, but you're a guy.
Did you know in Japan, like the traditional cheerleading is actually dudes?
No, I didn't.
It is, yeah, and
But
they're
they
like
don't
really
dress-
badass.
Do they? But they don't dance like this, right?
No,
It's like,
they
yeah, exactly. That's
they're like
different.
very masculine. It's actually like macho cheerleading, basically.
Yeah.
How long until dildos are thrown at the Minnesota Vikings
They're gonna have to put up
cheerleaders?
nets,
Yeah.
even
Like
with even bigger holes.
those suicide nets that are in Japan. Like they got to put those up around the stadium
No, they
because
put
all the
nets up.
dills.
You didn't know about the nets thing for the dildos being thrown into the WNBA? They had to put up nets.
No,
They made
no,
like
no,
a rule
that
now
was
where they
fake.
have
It
to
was
have
fake.
these giant. It was a fake.
Yeah. So there's a
I thought it was real.
I thought it was real.
No. There's a wonderful account called NBA Sintel, and it puts up all it's like tons of memes and stuff, and I think
Really?
that's where you saw it from. Yeah. So
Like it was the
got-
internet.
yeah, the internet popped off for
It
sure.
always pops off. Yeah. I thought the holes
Yes,
were too
here we
big,
go.
so I was like, "What's the point?"
here it is right here. You can see this stupid craze is so disgustingly misogynist. And this is Pearson Morgan over here. All 13 WNBA teams are now required to install safety nets to protect against dildo throwing incidents.
The thing
So
is,
this
it's actually believable, though, right? Like, it's actually a believable news piece. Like, I feel like it is.
Yeah, see, it's a parody account, and it's awesome, by the way. Like, this is a phenomenal account. It's really, really funny. The other funny thing is, like, this is in a, I guess this is in a real arena here, but like, it's just number one, they don't play in arenas this big, the WNBA, so there's definitely something to that. But yeah, NBA Centel is a brilliant account for sure. So
I thought they play in the same arenas. The same.
no,
They don't.
no, only when Caitlin Clark comes through.
They don't like share it with the men's team, like the stadium. They have like a different stadium for WNBA.
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
So the Dallas team, the Mavericks play in an arena that houses about 20,000 people, right? The Dallas Mavericks, and the women's team plays in an arena that houses about 3,000. So they play in like a college arena. So
I see.
yeah. And Kate, like when Caitlin Clark comes through town, that's when they rent out the other arena, right? For those games and those games only.
Like, actually?
Yes.
And she's
wow.
out injured now, I think, right? There's like rumor that all the injuries started to pile up potentially.
Yep. They're all her getting her ass kicked by everybody, and it's nuts. All right, let's go and move on. But before we do, a couple supers real fast. Joey says Roblox should be shut down. I don't think that's ever going to happen, but yes. Grin Raptor, thank you very much for that. Cody came in and says, as a Canadian, no, we wouldn't like male cheerleaders. Stop listening to Canadian Amerisimps. They're the black pill bedwetters of Canada. Thank you, Canadian Cody. C. Thomas came into the 5, says, Craig Athea is just jealous his planned VTuber model can't do the cheers. And Modest Rat says, hey, bada bing, the Vikings just lost the last few dozen fans they had, and a manly man can do a hair flip like He-Man. Thank you, Modest Rat. I think, listen, with all that said, the Vikings are still going to sell out. Like, this will not hurt the NFL at all.
No.
And no, people are still going to buy that shit. Give it up for Kijoro, came in with the $4.99, just dropped it on the table and left. Thank you very much for that super chat. That's excellent. Burritos came in with the 200 ARS. This is the This is like 7 cents.
Okay.
Says, if you're gonna have male cheerleaders, then just adopt the Japanese Oiden. That's a manly and cool cheerleading style. Yes. So what do they do? I don't even understand. What is that?
They shout a lot and then they do like cool poses. It's very macho, basically.
Charitard says, "Sup, Leaflet? Glad to see you on the show. Also, Gayalina pansies belong to North Carolina, not the Palmetto State. Thank you, Charitard." And Ian came in with the €50 money. Says that at this point, sports is being gay again. Should just be a bi-monthly topic. Sports being gay. Hey, well, that's not gay. Thank you very much, Ian, for that support. We appreciate that greatly. All right. Let's see. Tenarian also came into the tent. Says, I saw a tweet glorifying men transitioning into women. I commented, femboys are a thing, and got like 4 femboy followers. I just think it's hilarious that defending femboys and feminine men is considered a conservative position. Thank you, Tenarian. Give it up for B. Diggin, who became a Prime member over on Twitch. Thank you very much. And Gilly also resubbing, and Meowximus also resubbing. Thank you guys very much. Appreciate your support. All right, let's go and move on to our next silly story. I don't even know why we're talking about this, but we will. Blabs, recently on Plus, we sat down and we watched American Pie, the 1999 American classic featuring Jim, where it's all about his struggle of sexuality and high school life.
He just wants to get laid, bro.
That's right. That's all Jim wanted to do.
That's the plot.
Classic American series of movies right here. I think they made 4 of them. Leaflet, did you see American Pie?
I have not, but I have heard of it. And I know.
What do you know about American Pie?
Isn't that where he tries to do the thing with the pie?
He does try to do the thing with the
Yes.
pie. As a matter of fact, he does do the thing.
Yeah, he
with the
succeeds.
pie. Yes. It's sitting on the counter because one of his friends tells him that having sex is like warm apple pie. So that's why his mom makes an apple pie and he sees it on the counter. He thinks he's home alone and he ends up sprawled on top of the island, making sweet, sweet love to the American pie, to the apple pie when his dad walks in, which is great. Lots of really uncomfortable moments in it. It's like, the idea of being a teenager in the 90s with uncomfortable moments. It's a very much a piece of its time, a story of its time. Blabs, you recently watched it. You said you enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was funny. It was a dumb, funny movie. I don't think it's problematic, to be honest. The only scene I didn't like as a woman was the whole watching the chick like completely undressed and not knowing people are watching her. Like that's like but it's a movie. It's not real, So.
Right. And how many times have we seen in other movies where their boys are looking through a peephole and the girls shower and things like that, right?
It's a movie. It's just a funny popcorn flick.
Right. Well, unfortunately, that popcorn flick has now been labeled deeply problematic from Gen Z watching this for the first time. So there's that, which is... I see a lot of people talking about this, the idea that, I'm guessing it's the scene you're talking about, where she's on the webcam, she's undressing, and they end up, screwing around a little bit.
But there's so many things that they could be freaked out about. The pie scene, sleeping with the mom.
Yeah.
Right? There's so many different scenes. So it's like, what's problematic for these people? Is it like the dad talking to his son? That could be problematic in somebody's eyes, So it's just stupid.
I think the problematic part of this is that she's attractive, that Shannon Elizabeth is hot, and that there was people that were looking at a hot girl. That's basically it. Everything else is the excuse, but that's the problem.
It's kind of like the Sydney Sweeney ad, right? It's problematic because it's a hot chick.
It's finding that women, you're over-sexualizing women. There's the problem, and then we'll just give excuses.
Right. This is the comments on here are great. This guy says, guys, maybe you can help me out. I'm 57, so I'm a little out of the loop. Is there anything at all that Gen Z doesn't find offensive? Yeah. Good for you, Mark. This guy says, obviously, anything obvious, banal, bland, uninteresting, provocative, right? This guy says, I seriously doubt the veracity of the statement. Gen Z can't concentrate on one film for that long, all 90 minutes of it, right? And then there is a little bit of glimmer of hope down here. It says, bull fucking shit. I'm Gen Z, and I find the movie funny as fuck. Right?
What I want to do is I want to find whatever Gen Z loves, whatever that movie property is, whatever that cartoon is, and recast it with only Trump supporters and put that out. That's what I want to do. Help make my dreams come true, everyone out there.
I think that when you have something like this where people look back and they go, well, it's problematic, right? This has been a reoccurring theme. You go back to like Disney Plus, where they're putting things in front of their movies saying like, well, this is a product of its time and doesn't reflect our values today, right? Like, if you go back and you watch Porky's, or you go watch any movie from the 80s or 90s, Fast Time at Ridgemont, whatever, go watch any of those movies. You're going to find something that you go like, probably wouldn't fit in today, right? Maybe it's the stereotypical over-the-top Asian guy, or the token black guy, or the guys oogling at the girls in the shower, right? And you go, and you do that. You go, and then you shrug it off and you just kind of move on to the next thing, right? It is what it is. So it'll be interesting to see if they want to go and cancel Jim or Ox or some of these characters from the movie for, you should have known better back in 1999 when you were filming this movie, if they attempt to go after Shannon Elizabeth for being so stinking hot during that time period, silly. Yeah, Phoenix.
Can I just do a very fast, quick detour real fast?
Yes.
So kind of the same topic. Do you remember the movie Just One of the Boys with the greatest pair of tits that has ever been on the silver screen in all of history?
No, let me see if I can find it.
Okay, well,
I love that movie.
Yeah, so the premise of that was that this very quick sentence here.
You mean one of the guys?
One of the guys, okay.
Yes.
That was the porno version I was watching. But the movie was just about...
the one you were watching was just in one of the guys.
Yes, that is correct. Don't out me.
Gross.
But real fast, yeah, basic premise is a woman for, I think, some class studies dresses up as a guy to see if she can pass as a guy, and then everyone believes her as a guy. And then at the very end, she winds up falling for one of the guys who thinks it's one of her bros, and she takes off her shirt, revealing that she was a woman. Now, I want to just quickly state how confusing this was for my puberty, because I knew a guy that looked exactly like her as a guy. It looked exactly. And then I kept looking at him really weird because, like, that was the greatest pair of tits I've ever seen in my life. And if you look at it, you'll see what I'm talking about. It is
It does have a good rack for her.
Spectacular. But he looks exactly like her as a him.
Poor Phoenix.
Yeah. To this day, I'm still confused. Yeah.
Leaflet for for reference. I hope. Well, I don't even know if we can show this. You think we can
I've
show
been holding off.
The poster?
We're on thin ice right now.
The poster she's holding, and she's covering herself in the poster. It's fine.
I got the nips blocked out here.
Well, you can look. You can always Google it later. You can watch the scene.
And your free
it's on
time.
YouTube.
Yeah, the movie's actually really good, guys. Yeah. Just saying, like it's a good story. It's a good message, and it does have the fact that the chick is beautiful. So take it what you will. The younger brother to me was absolutely hilarious. So.
Oh yeah, he was like in everything in the '80s. He was like the classic nerd guy in everything.
Yeah, he was
80s.
funny.
I think we all understand that Gen Z is just a giant bunch of pussies.
Just a bunch of pussies. Huge pussies.
Leaflet, do you like? I'll say this: as I've gotten older, Leaflet, I am relating to my parents and my grandparents a little bit more every single day. When we say that generation coming up is a bunch of pussies, right? Like, because I remember my grandpa being like, "Your generation's so soft," blah, 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 and like now I'm like, he was right, and the next generation is
I 100% agree. It does feel that way. I guess you killed her. Like, wait, all those things that like the older generation told me, and I said it was BS, and now I'm like, maybe they're kind of right.
So, Blabs, congratulations.
For what?
You're a pussy.
Because I have one doesn't mean I am.
No, stop it! I don't wanna hear about that. That's ridiculous. Ice Wolf came in with the 10, says, if we get the Japanese Oeden in the NFL, can we also get the Japanese race queens in NASCAR? Also, hi, Leaflet. Thanks. Ice Wolf. KD Astronaut says, screw Gen Z. They find everybody loves Raymond offensive. Cough, cough. Teens react. Was that a thing? And teens
Everybody
react.
loves Raymond is offensive now?
Of course it is.
How? I love that show. I used to rent it from the library. Get in my local library.
Wow,
rent the
never admit
seasons.
that ever live on anywhere ever.
Oh. I used to
know
rent Friends too.
What's that?
You know
Leaflet?
what the biggest whiplash I ever had of something not being offensive before, and then it would be incredibly offensive now? I recently saw the opening song to Hong Kong Phooey, and I was like, there is no shot they would do this nowadays.
Hong Kong Phooey? I don't even know what that is.
You know Hong Kong Phooey?
How does
Number
one
one
spell
super guy?
Phooey?
He's like a cartoon. He's like a dog, and he's like Hong Kong Phooey.
I'm not familiar with it. I need
Really?
to do a little digging on this.
Wow, that's like
is there-
an old
is- is it-
classic cartoon.
Is there all sorts of like
Yeah.
racial stereotypes in it and stuff that they're like, we can't do this?
The opening song, it goes like Hong Kong Phooey, number one super guy, and then out of nowhere it goes chingy chong, 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 and then he bangs a gong. Like, it's actually like it's amazing.
Can you
I got that.
Yeah, just look up Hong Kong Phooey like opening. Look, watch like the I don't know if you can play it, but it's like kind of in the middle of it. I mean, I could get a timestamp on if you want. But.
Can you sing that again for us real quick, Leaflet?
Hong Kong Phooey, number one super guy. Chingy chong, chong, chong. That's what it says. It actually says that. I'm actually serious. It actually, and then he bangs a gong like right at the end, like. Yeah.
Cancelled.
I feel like we need that for an alert, but I don't know what kind of alert that would be.
What?
You know, all of a sudden,
I'm
like,
gonna get it.
ding!
The chingy chong thing that you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, thanks for the time codes. I got them.
Yeah, pull it up though, Blaz. What do we got? I want to hear this.
Wait, what? No, I time coded Leaflet singing.
Oh, okay, sounds good.
Oh, you want me to get the? I can get it. Hold on.
Yeah. While you do that, Mr. Flirting came into the 10 says, did someone say Montez? Yes, you did. But first, JC Kessler says the moral of American Pie was who you sleep with cannot be your personality. If it is boring and annoying, lesson for the alphabet community. Oh, if it is, you're boring and annoying. That's right. Thank you very much, KC Kessler. Yes. And Marmalin came in with the 10 says, use that leaflet clip on Hong Kong Phooey for introducing Phil when he comes on.
I posted it with a timestamp in there. It's the actual old. It's like an old cartoon, like really old.
Okay, let's see if we get.
And I will remind you,
right
you
here.
can share too if you'd like, Leaflet.
I'm too
I got
scared.
it. There we go. Yeah, here we go.
Ready?
Let's check out Hong Kong Phooey. Yep.
Number one super guy.
That's kind of a banger. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of a banger. Not gonna lie. It's great. Chicka-chong, chicka-chong, chicka-chong. There we go. Nice. All right. Well, that's wonderful. Hey, we hit our Montez goal from the super chat side of things, which is great. Let's fire off a Montez here. What do we got today? There we have Flex into. All right.
Montez wins. Perfect.
Perfect. All right. Montez always wins. Guys, thanks so much for your support on the super chat side. We are 10 Twitch subs away from our Twitch Montez, and looks like 19 subs are memberships away from our YouTube membership Montez. All right, let's go and move on. Let's talk video games for a minute, and then we're going to get into this cheating scandal to finish up the show. This is from Helldivers 2. This was referenced earlier in the show. It says, enlist in the Helldivers and crush the enemies of liberty to bring the shining light of the managed democracy to the whatever, blah, blah, blah. Developed for Xbox consoles coming August 26th. Let's check out the trailer here because apparently it teases the Halo crossover.
Rated M for mature.
And we can't play that because of POD, which is wonderful.
If you want to see the tease, go all the way to the very end.
Okay. Helldivers 2, PC, and there we go.
You need the music on.
there's the music right there. Yeah.
Yep. That's Halo ODST right there. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So maybe a Halo, definitely a Halo crossover there.
Isn't that ironic? Originally a PlayStation game, getting Halo.
This is all, like the idea of console exclusivity is pretty much null and void.
Do you find that as depressing as I do, Craig, or you don't care?
Do I find it depressing? No.
Okay.
Is it sad? Yes. Leaflet, actually, I'd like to hear your thoughts on this before I give mine. Your thoughts on like console exclusivity, because my thought on this is that I love the idea. I know some people like oh no, it's Alex is like console exclusivity is really stupid, right? Okay, that's fine, right? But there is something to the idea of it being special to your side, if you will, your console that you selected. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it was always like that before, and I think like back in the day, it would have been even more applicable because you'd have like your friend that was like a Sega person, so you'd have to like go play with them to go play, like if you wanted to play like the new Sonic game. So I thought like that was really interesting, but I think as things start to become more and more online, things start to be more and more multiplayer. It's like kind of harder to like play these games with console exclusivity, I think.
I'm with you on the idea that like I didn't have a Genesis growing up, and like I said, this is something that is very generational. It's going to be very generational to where you just had to be there, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I had a Super Nintendo. I had a friend who had a Genesis. I had an Xbox 360. I had a friend who had a PS3. Whatever, right? You'd go over to their house to experience the new game that they had, to experience what you didn't have, and now it's just like it's all just kind of thrown into a blender. And when you have all these wonderful different things that are thrown into a blender, it just kind of makes bleh, and
that's true.
It's
the identity, like there was an identity with having like a Xbox or PlayStation or
I mean, you could still have an identity even if it's not the exclusive games, right? Something that's oddly specific. I don't know, to the startup menu, the controllers, the sounds, things like that. That's how people relate to like the consoles and like Nintendo back in the day. The startup sounds for the Xbox. So for me, the exclusivity doesn't really bother me. It bothered me back in the day because the ports were different. Your PC port was totally different to your Xbox, PlayStation game, right? So you would have two different versions. But like now, when they release a game and there's like a quest that's exclusive to PlayStation 5 for like the first 6 months, it's like, what the fuck? Why? What's the point? Doesn't do anything. At the end of the day, you have the exact same game. So gay or game, whatever. Exclusivity is like the same thing now. Well, I mean, some of the games are gay, but exclusivity, I don't know. It's a thing of the past at this point.
So I say it's the death of innovation. It's the death of competition. It's everything, guys. Because you had Sonic because you had Mario. If every platform is exactly identical to the other platform, by the way, Blabs, you would have never had a Wii because it wouldn't make any financial sense, because you basically want to make the most gray line, makes sense for everybody, mass market appeal thing that there is. You had innovation in controllers and technology and the way you gamed, all that stuff, because there was competition. When you eliminate exclusivity, you basically just make everything the same, and you will see everything just become the same thing over and over again.
I would love it if we had I know we've done it before, but we should totally do another exclusivity debate. Like we bring on Alex.
I'm down.
Super duper again.
I'm ready.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I'm just inviting myself, by the way.
I think that's a good point, though, because of Nintendo has made a lot of interesting systems because of that, like trying to outcompete in terms of not power. So you have a lot of games unique to Nintendo that utilize their extremely unique style, their extreme unique consoles. And I think that was really cool. That is a really cool thing about Nintendo.
And keeping in mind, too, that the controllers, even just looking at a standard controller, the control that was built for that system is how you play that character. And it's going to feel best when it was made specifically for that console, specifically for that controller. So when you start then you're going to have just very general controllers or mouse and keyboard kind of ideas. So like I said, as an example, Kinect, which was garbage, but they wanted to put a Kinect and everything to force developers that you had to use the Kinect. there was a reason for that. By removing it, it just became just a console that lost its identity, for better or worse. I would say for better, but that was the whole goal of it. So I don't know. To me, this really concerns me. I have no problem with cross-gen, cross-play. I think that's awesome. Maybe throwing in some DLC for, Xbox people to get, Helldivers skins or some of that. That's great. But when you start just making everything the same, I think you're going to see, to me, that's the death knell of the industry personally.
I think there'll still be innovation on the development side from a games perspective. I just don't know if there's going to be, if they all play the same way on every console, what's the point? And I think your recollection about the Wii, your point about the Wii, how Nintendo probably wouldn't have, the Wii never would have existed, and it wouldn't have turned literally the entire video game industry on its head without the exclusivity aspect of it. And by the way, Nintendo, I don't give a shit what anybody says. Nintendo has won the console war, right? They've outlasted everybody. Microsoft has no identity. And it goes back to the reason why Nintendo has won and will always win is because they have that exclusivity, because it is special to own a Switch. It is special to play Donkey Kong Bonanza or Mario Kart World exclusively on a Switch that you can't play because you have to buy a Switch 2 in order to play it. Could they sell more copies on Steam? Sure, absolutely. But they control things a lot better. And that's what Nintendo's about. They are about controlling their IP and making sure that anytime it's out there that, for better or worse, most of the time for worse, right? We've talked about this many, many times, right? They're going out of their way to protect their IP. And the idea of yes, it is fun to see a crossover. It's amazing to see a crossover. Street Fighter cross Tekken or a Fatal Fury character appearing in Street Fighter or whatever. You get all these Street Fighter crossovers or in Fortnite, you see all these crossovers. It's fun to see that. But you'll never see Mario end up in Fortnite ever. So,
one thing I did want to say on that is that it actually is a good point. That a lot of these companies during the console era did have their identities. You have when you think of Nintendo, right? What do you immediately think? If you think of Mario, you think Sega, you immediately think of Sonic. You think of PlayStation, a lot of people would think of Crash Bandicoot, right?
Yeah.
But nowadays, what does PC have? There's really nothing that you can rally behind, right? As a fan of PC stuff.
I don't think there's really anything you need to rally around it because PC gets everything, right? And I see someone in the chat saying "Oh, Steam won." You're right? But Steam's not a part of the console war, right? Steam is the big winner of all. They're laughing their ass to the bank because they're getting everything except for Nintendo games, So yeah, it's interesting to see the crossovers. Yes.
I just hit up. Oh no, it's Alex, and I asked him, "Hey, would you ever be down to talk exclusivity of consoles like a debate?" And he just says, "Totes my goats, yeah." So
of course you would.
Make it so. We'll do it.
Of course, yeah. Ian came in with the €25 money. Says, "I have to mute when you play Montez clips. That repetition is rewiring people's brains." Hey, let's get another Montez today. What do you say, huh? We got to rewire some more folks' brains today. Thank you very much, Ian, for your wonderful support. Dreg came in with the $20. Says, "Hey guys, having to do this on break, but the Battlefield 6 beta was awesome. Can't wait for this weekend's test run." Yeah, man, we're going to get into Battlefield 6 right now. Mercenary says, "Sergeant Johnson one-liners would be perfect for Helldivers. Can you imagine the badass Marine that he is in it? It would make a lot of sense." It does make a lot of sense. Drake also says, "As for console exclusivity, it makes sense back in the day because the hardware was different. Now it's all the same." And Hyena First says, "Microsoft didn't lose the console wars. They stopped playing and went back to being part of the glorious PC master race, gaming master race, because Microsoft Flight Simulator prints money." This is true. It does. And Bike Shorts says, "So what I'm hearing is give war a chance." No, that's not what you're hearing. And Mercenary says, the Kinect tech was great for actual ghost hunting. Interesting. Interesting for sure. All right. We'll get to the rest of your supers here in a little bit. Thank you guys very much for your support. Let's get to our thumbnail story today. Big story over the last little bit. I mean, this says 50 million views over on X right now. This is super mega viral. As a Battlefield 6 VTuber has been banned on Twitch amid cheating accusations here. Now, I'm going to kind of read through this, and we'll kind of go through. Yeah. Now, Leaflet, have you followed this story at all?
Yes, actually, recently took a look at it.
Okay. So this Twitch streamer, Riley CS, posted this clip over here.
Oh my god, you did follow me in Delta Force era. That was so long ago.
Now, the thing you need to pay attention to is obviously how quickly people are getting shot, the snappiness of the reticle to the person, things like that, to see exactly what people were so concerned about for.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh my god!
Okay.
What the fuck? That was nuts! Wow, I flicked straight at that guy through the wall.
Oh, just be careful. I'm hearing Blink 182 in the background, by the way.
Yeah.
That's the
That's
most
good
interesting
computer.
clip. The last one.
The one where they turn and they snap against the wall here. Right there. Yep. Where they just snap and shoot directly into the wall there.
Yeah, I don't think it's impossible. Like, actually, like it is suspicious. I don't know if it's 100% proof definitive. And I know, like, people might not agree with that, but I play a lot of FPS games. Like, I've killed people before, like, without even seeing them. Like, where I shoot somewhere where, like if I notice, like, an enemy on the mini map, or I notice, like, a teammate makes a call out, I would just, like, randomly shoot somewhere sometime. One time I killed a guy straight through a wall and I hit him in the head.
Okay, hold on.
Like, it looked really suspicious.
If you're just tuning in, we're talking about a video game, everybody. Just if you're tuning in. Yeah.
Look at the snap
Yes.
here, though. Like, watch the snap here. Like, do you even see somebody here? No. Watch this.
You saw the movement there, right there.
Barely, but like you got to be a super freak here, right, to be snapping this way. And I guess my thing with this person is, like, if you're snapping like this and you're playing, you're one of the best gamers in the world.
Yes.
Like, no doubt. And nobody's ever heard of this person before, right? So they're just snapping around and hitting all these. This is ridiculous gameplay. Ridiculous.
They've been around, actually, from what I've heard. I don't personally know them, but I've heard that they've been playing FPS games for a while. Again, like, does it look like pro play? It looks really, really high level, like, for sure. Is it impossible? Not really. But is it suspicious? I mean, there's a lot of pros that were caught cheating as well, right? Even in tournaments.
Sure.
So it's kind of hard to say, I think.
I'll say this: if they should be a pro, if they're not a pro, right? 1,000% they should be a pro, because this is top tier gameplay here, right? Like, and I understand what you're saying as far as being able to know, like, you have a feel, right? You know where people are spawning from and stuff. But keep in mind, this is the beta. The game's not even out yet. So I don't know if you can really develop a feel for a game this quickly in what, 6 hours, of playing the game, maybe, over the course of a weekend. I just, that's what doesn't really sit right. If you've been playing a game for thousands and thousands of hours, okay, right? But this is over the course of a weekend, and you're just snapping around like it's crazy here.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I definitely think it's really suspicious. Like, if I got killed by this person and I went in the replay, I'd be like, whoa, that's kind of crazy, right? But I feel like I just feel like in a world where the internet just likes to immediately jump onto things, like, it just feels like I'm not 100% sure yet. I would need more information before, because I feel like calling someone a cheater in a game, especially a content creator, I feel like that's a huge accusation. And there are cheaters, like, don't get me wrong. I definitely believe that there are cheaters, but I'm hesitant to immediately, like, say, like, this person's a cheater without, like, having more information, right? That's just how I feel.
What are some telltale signs of cheat? Like, what do you usually see? Is there? I'm new to this.
Your name is Nadia.
So I can kind of give you a little bit of analysis on it. So they do flick to enemies, but if you actually slow down the footage, you can see that they actually flick to the enemy. They miss the flick, and then they microcorrect. Now, can that still be cheated? It can be. You could have a toggle, for instance, right, where you physically, you have a player that is like, and this is how a lot of pros cheat, is like they're actually really, really good. Well, they can actually, like, flick to an enemy, and then they will use the cheat to microcorrect, like a toggle. So they'll like, flick over to the side, press a toggle button that will then recenter the aim to the target, and then they would click to shoot them, right? So that's a thing that they could be doing. But as far as like just pure aimbotting, it's actually doesn't look like it's pure aimbot because again, if you watch some of the clip, and I could maybe show you the parts in the footage.
Go pull it up real quick.
Yeah. So like here, for instance, like if you look here, they actually feel like they missed. Did you see that? So like if you rewind it again and go kind of slow, you can see they flick to the enemy to where they know that there's enemies, right? So shoot, see the flick, see it completely misses, and then micro adjust to the enemy. So you see it misses again, and then micro adjust. And that's pretty typical aim, is to like hard flick to like where you think an enemy would be, and then use a micro movement after that to like then center onto target. So again, that is pretty typical pro play. Again, very high level in terms of the actual aim. I have heard a lot of people say that the movement is bad though, which is another kind of telltale sign of a person cheating, is like if their game sense and their movement is bad. I don't know enough about Battlefield to actually make that analysis for this, but yeah. And here in this specific clip, again, this is probably one of the more suspicious clips. You can actually see that there's an enemy on the mini map. So like if you rewind a little bit more, you see they're targeting an enemy. I'm sorry. Yeah, they target this enemy. If you look on the mini map, you can see that there's an enemy on the mini map. See the red diamond on the C point? And so if you play this game enough, right, you would know that there was an enemy there, and then you would flick to where you think they would be, which is near the point, right? And then they would notice like, oh, there's a wall there, so where's the enemy? And if you look, they actually track, they actually track based on the I that's something I could see a pro doing, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Again, is it pro? Is it cheating? Is it like assisted? It's hard to like actually make a proper like analysis. I think you need more information to like, because I just feel like calling someone a cheater is a pretty big like thing. Just to me at least.
Okay,
anyway.
well, I'm looking at this from a novel. You know, like what you're saying is actually like really valuable, right? With that said, I don't really even care if they cheated or not. I really don't, right?
Okay.
Like, it's a beta, whatever, right? But what's interesting about this is the response to this, right? Now, you saw all, posting, this from Ackman, posting click gameplay of you cheating and pretending you aren't is some of the cringiest things a gamer can do. This is 2.7 million views. The accusation's out there, right? So what happens is this person then gets banned from Twitch, right? For allegedly cheating. Did you see that happened here? This they got banned on Twitch after the Battlefield 6 clip went viral amid cheating allegations. Now, this is where things get interesting, because this person, this VTuber, is trans. So immediately it goes from, well, they go viral cheating. The internet manages to get them banned on Twitch for it. People find out the cheater's trans, and then social media starts to defend them, saying they didn't cheat and it's okay to cheat, right?
Dumb. That's dumb.
So that's where things are silly here.
Transgender, the true cheat code. That's the true cheat code.
That's right. You see this, being good at Battlefield while trans gets you banned and misgendered over here from this psycho over here. So it's a side thing. It's are you on this person's side? It doesn't matter if you're cheating or not. Even if you are, guess what? It's okay. You do have the ultimate cheat code here. And you have these other people who are having to apologize. This person over here, Camilla, apologizing for not knowing the pronouns of the Battlefield 6 cat girl. Right here. I just saw a cheater, not anything else. I'm sorry. Diabolical how fast I was accused of being a transphobe over a genuine mistake over here. So, especially.
And then they used especially openly pan.
Yeah, right. Whatever that means.
Sorry, you're openly a cookware. It's fucking stupid.
Yes.
I know we're pansexual, by the way. That was just a joke, chat, in case you guys actually think.
Yeah. Well, this has come to a resolution where this person has been since unbanned over on Twitch. You wonder if those two things are related right here. So, you just wonder if what's going on with these things. Congratulations to this person getting unbanned. Good for them. But you just, isn't it amazing how quickly quickly things can change based off of the perception, I would say. So that's kind of where we're at right now. So yeah, and by the way, they are live right now. Let me actually do a little bit of digging here. And I'm curious because I don't know anything about this person outside of that they were accused of cheating. They are live right now, and they have, well, let's see, pretty good. Yeah, they have 1,200 people watching. Good for them. That's great. 5,000 followers. So the virality certainly helped in that situation. So good for them and all that. So yeah, Leaflet, I appreciate your insight on that, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
I know a lot of people would disagree with me on it just because it feels good to jump on the accusation trends, but it's like I said, I've played so much FPS, like I can totally see it. Like I've had cases where I've shot people straight through walls, like because I know because I've played a game long enough that I know like this is a common spot where a person would be, and judging by what's behind that wall, I know like their head would be here, so like I would just shoot there just because like maybe he's there, and then like one day just boom, I hit him in the head, right? And it's like
boom, headshot.
Again, you know, is it possible that they're cheating? It is still possible. Yes, it is 100% possible that they're cheating. But I just don't like to accuse people when I don't have definitive proof, I suppose.
Yeah, I just think it's amazing when someone's identity comes into play, and you see them, you know, very quickly go from they like literally people just flip flopped on it. Oh, they're definitely cheating. Oh wait, no, they're not.
I think that's dumb. That's the dumb thing, and you're like.
Right.
Why would that have anything to do with it? If you're a cheater, you're a cheater. Who cares? Like, you know, what your identity is, right? That doesn't change the facts that you're cheating or
Correct.
not.
Correct. All right. Man, what a silly story. And that's been mega popular and mega viral the last little bit. Let's go. I'll tell you what. Let me reset. I feel like I'm on a slight delay. Am I on delay, Phoenix, or no?
Only slightly. It's not a delay. You're just stuttering every once in a while. That's the new bandwidth that we're doing. That's why.
Okay, sounds good. I'll tell you, Blabs. Let's get a couple of these supers. Then I want to go and we're gonna play the Fate video game characters. We're gonna see what we're doing. This is the Fate characters. We're gonna see what historical figure they represent. Is that right?
Oh.
Blabs.
Well, I don't know. That's up to you.
Well, and that's the idea.
You were saying you wanted like a list of characters that show up in the game and like that they've been changed, like Arthur's Arturia, whatever. So I do have that list for you. It's in the document.
Okay, we'll take a look at that here in a second. Why don't you get a couple of these super chats and I'll quickly refresh.
Okay, let's see. Lord Slosh says for 10, competition encourages innovation and creativity. PC will thrive eternal, but this one system for all games mindset reeks of global homo, I think. It's a slippery step. That's my hill. Nice hill. Sonic for 2 says, if he a pro player, then why isn't he in Torments? No. Mercenary says, no joke, there is a videos of ghosts playing with it. Okay. Rod says, Twitch is a joke just because Ben the Niche Tota Transformer. Okay. Modest Rat for 10 says, yeah, bada bing. There's a reason why they call us people the master race. PC forever. Blabina, we sucks. No, you suck. Nintendo sucks because, like I said, Sega does what Nintendo don't. Arrivederci. All right, well, arrivederci to you too. Wiz for 1 says, exclusivity died when competition. Yeah, that's fine. Exclusivity died when competition died. They stopped competing with each other and they used the pressure on their players instead. And I am crazy for 5 says, please tell Leaflet to play Halo already.
Oh, have you not played Halo before, Leaflet?
The only Halo I've ever played was Halo Land, Blood Gulch, and Sidewinder. Capture the Flag, where you had to like connect an Xbox to another Xbox and wire it across the house.
You know what, Leaflet? Don't play any more Halo. You peaked. You did it. You peaked right there. It's exactly where you need to be. Good for you. But which, by the way, I've had this vision for an event for a long time. I actually wanted to do it at Disney called Disneyland, where you go to Disney, and this is long before Disney went stupid crazy, but where it's part Disney trip, part LAN party. But maybe we'll do that at like Universal LAN or something like that. And maybe we could do something like that where the idea is everybody brings their own stuff. It's all BYOC. It's all set up, and everyone. It's just all classic gaming. I think that'd be super duper fun. So, it'd be great. Blabs, why don't you fire? You firing off some of these on the bottom of the screen?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, let's check this out really fast. Oh, real quick. Graham says, yes, the classic trans debate strategy of it's because I'm trans. To that is not happening. To well, if it is happening, it's a good thing. To why do you care so much? Make it make sense. Montez, thank you, Graham. We're going for Montez number 2 on the YouTube side of things. Let's get that. We're halfway there. 5 of 10.
Quick interjection real fast as we segment. Just want to remind everyone that last week we did a side-scroller showdown where we had Gina Carano versus Disney. The final total, which we didn't air, was 167 Gina Carano versus Disney at 56. I just wanted to post that. That's all. Thank you.
Very, very random. Thank you for that, Phoenix. We did have actually another showdown set today, and then we just totally forgot about it. I know we will have another one tomorrow, and it's going to be related to Mario. So make sure you guys tune in for that to find out which game is superior. We'll find out. All right, let's go. Okay, we were talking about this game, Fate, and Leaflet, you were talking about this game and how there's all sorts of crazy characters that are meant to resemble historical figures. Is that the idea?
So the story of Fate is that there's a Holy Grail war. Think of it as a battle royale of wizards.
Okay.
A wizard battle royale. And the goal is to attain the Holy Grail. In order to do that, you have to kill all of the other... You don't really have to kill the wizards. You have to kill their summons. So every wizard summons a heroic spirit, which is typically a historical figure that you summon, and then they become your summon, and then you work together to win the battle royale and get the Holy Grail so you can make a wish. That's the plot. Now, Fate does a lot of, because they're historical figures, part of the whole meta game of Fate is trying to find out who the enemy's historic figure is so that you can know their weaknesses. You can beat them in battle.
Okay. So I have this pulled up over here. It's a list of all the different characters, and they're just kind of a side by side right here, so you can see for yourselves. Saber is King Arthur. So yes, King Arthur has become a hot woman now, or hot anime character here. Is that the idea?
Yes.
Okay. Alexander Ryder is Alexander the Great. I guess.
Look, spoiling it for you though. Let me letting you guess.
I know they're not. It's very upsetting to me. But you look at the comparison side by side. Let's see what do we got here. I'll try to go a little bit lower. Gilgamesh Archer. Let's see if they have Garugamesh. Well, there we go. Okay, that doesn't resemble any. Like, at least go with a beard over here on Archer, but no. All right, then we have this over here. Look at that. Okay, apparently. Assassin is, I guess, was a man, but now a woman. Are we gender swapping here? That's nice. That's good. Then we have Berserker is Lancelot. Oh, wow. Okay.
There's got to be like one where you can guess.
I don't think I would guess any of these because I don't even know who half these historical characters are, if I'm being really honest with you. Like, I don't even, who is this?
Gilda Reyes was the guy with John Arc.
Okay.
Yeah.
But this does not look the same. I'm gonna tell you this right now. These
crazy. That's in his hard simping mode.
Okay.
He's hard simping for Joan of Arc. He wants that,
Wants Joan of Arc? You mean Joan of Arc?
Joan of Arc, yeah, Joan of Arc.
Yeah. Lancer, who is who? I don't even know who these people are. Who are these historical figures?
Irish hero.
I see that the Irish figure. Yes. Okay. All right, we have Berserker is Hercules, and we're gonna get flagged for the wee wee. That's now problematic. The little wee wee at the bottom of the screen. That's fun. Like I think it's one thing. We are assuming with a lot of these historical people what they look like, and if you're going to take creative liberties with them, whatever, it is what it is. I mean, making King Arthur a woman is kind of weird, but all right. Is it a fun game?
It was a game of its time, I would say. It's pretty good. You should look up Da Vinci. They did Da Vinci too. You can summon Da Vinci.
Okay.
All sorts of characters in it.
Let's see what we got.
There's like a guessing game that would be more fun. Where you had like
yeah. This is not what I would expect for Leonardo da Vinci right here. I got to pull. did not expect that at all. But all right, Leonardo da Vinci. There you go.
They just turned everyone into waifus, isn't it? They can sell more.
Bingo. That's exactly. You're 100% right. Bingo. Nailed it right there. Joey came in. By the way, continuing the conversation about the console war, Joey came in with the $20. Says, I'm personally glad the console war is over and now we have crossplay. Always thought it was dumb to see people argue with each other about which platform was better. That goes to PC players as well. We all play to have fun. Joey, shut your mouth. No, thanks, Joey. Appreciate it. Tenarian came in with the 4. Says, I prefer Eurotrip myself. Fuck oof. Says, male Viking cheerleaders should be forced to wear Vidal helms. All right. Aiden came in and says, I would rather see hot female cheerleaders, not male cheerleaders. I'm a guy that's into women. Thanks for letting us know, Aiden. Appreciate your sexuality there. Future Boy says, it's like Budweiser and Dylan Mulvaney all over again. Marketing dopes targeted the mystical modern audience who will never watch football. Manny Shea says, Japanese baseball cheerleaders beat out American cheerleaders. Look it up. Bob, see if you can find the Japanese baseball cheerleaders that Leaflet was talking about.
I think they're the dudes, right? I think that's the idea.
Yes. Crumb says, the best Arthurian legend in modern media is the 1981 movie Excalibur. That's the definitive King Arthur story, in my opinion. If you haven't seen it, you owe it to yourself to watch it at least once. Okay, Crumbs. Mercenary says, the Fate series crossover Ablot with the Melty Blood fighting game. It's a niche, but huge cult fans. You can do a lot with a cult. Saint says, Leaflet, you might be talking about the King Arthur and Knights of Justice from 1992. Also, a Shakespearean cuss word for you folks is thy shitteth. All right, Saint. Cthulhu is happy with all this Fate talk. And Jacob says, look up Thomas Edison from Fate. All right. Blab, see if you can find Thomas Edison from Fate real quick. And Rapture says, Leaf, can you scream in a panicked and scared voice? I never should have quit the nail salon.
What?
Love you, Leaf. You need to have multiple VTubers as guests at the same time. Kirsha, Leaf, and Hypnotic. Do you know about the nails, the never quit the nail salon thing?
What's that?
All right, hold on. This was a very eye-opening moment for us on the show recently. We had Kirsha on Thursday, and she said that Blabs needed to say, I never quit the nail salon. And we were like, what are you talking about? So she explained exactly what this is for us. And I turned this into a little short. So this is why people are asking you to say this.
Gonna have to get Blabs to say she never should have quit the nail salon, actually.
What?
There's a JAV that a lot of people know because it was put on eFucked for a while. And
What is that?
a JAV is a Japanese adult
yeah.
video, so it's like the Japanese porn actresses. eFucked was a website where not
That's
quite
so much
like
hentai
live
and
here.
stuff?
Well, eFucked, like, we put all like the weird sex shit on it, you know? That's just like, what are you
okay.
doing? What is happening? And there was like a super cut of what JAV video where a bunch of like Asians got enemas and like did like little water fountains, and then they got like nacho cheese enemas and then like egg enemas because they wanted to scramble eggs. And then finally, like every JAV, it culminated in putting eels in the woman's ass. And they decided to like up the ante from the normal eel JAV video. And so they put a colonoscopy camera in after the eels, and they forced the woman to watch the eels swimming inside of her anus. And she looked at them and said she didn't want to see the shame in her ass. And then they forced her to look. And then she said, I never should have quit the nail salon.
I feel like you said this story before because that sounds really familiar now.
Yeah, we need you to say that.
I'm really good, thank you.
I'd believe it, honestly.
So that's why, Leaflet, you've been asked to scream, I've never should have quit the nail salon. But you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. So, and let us never speak of that again.
Japan is, they got some interesting stuff over there, you know?
If you guys like to retweet that, it's over on my X profile. Because because why not, right? There it is, just sitting right there. Dreg came in, wow, with the $20. Says, hey guys, having to do this on break, but the Battlefield 6 beta was awesome. Can't wait for the weekend. Oh yeah, I read that a minute ago. Yes, for sure. Dreg also says, as for the Carboy cheater, Asmongold brought up 2 good points. If they were so good, why have we never heard of them before? Second, watch the crosshairs. The first round almost always hits the same spot. Yeah, that's kind of my points as well, right? If they're that great, they should probably be playing pro somewhere because that was pretty damn good for sure. Drake says, also, as for console exclusivity, it made sense back in the day because the hardware was different. Now, not now. It's all the same, right? And that's kind of what we're saying, right? Like, it'd be great if it was all different. So, Jester came in with 5, says, the Fate franchise has gender bent a lot of historical figures. It is, however, a really well-written anime, so I forgive it, except for Arthur. I'm English. Thank you, Jester. It's always fine until it affects you, isn't it? Right. Tamamo came in with the €10 money. Says Archer, Caster, Berserker, etc., is their class. They go by their class to keep their name hidden so people can't exploit their weakness. There's also variants to each character. Google Lancer Artoria. Thank you, Tamamo. Dr. T.S. King says the best King Arthur movie in 1980 is 1982's Excalibur. It is peak, and it will never be topped. It had several famous actors before they got big. Thank you, Dr. T. Pyro Rampa says you should look up FGO Paul Bunyan. I don't know if I want to do that.
You know who Paul Bunyan is?
Oh, yeah, I know who Paul Bunyan is.
Yeah, they did Paul Bunyan in the Fate thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Waifu Paul Bunyan.
Oh God, waifu. Okay. Joey says anime fandoms are just weirdos with no grip on reality and even worse hygiene. If you ever been to an anime convention, you will catch the smell of sweaty armpits in the air. Joey, you can say the same about games, and sports, and just go down the list. It's pretty much all fandoms where people congregate is going to be smelly armpits. Modest Rat says, Mia Blabina, you're fired. Don't know why, but justified. Leaf, love your content. Phoenix, you okay? Thanks, Modest Rat.
I'll take it. Thank you.
Dart says, does Roblox think their own reputational risk assessment? Thank you, Darth Gavel. And Magical Monkey, thank you so much for resubbing for 13 months. It says, I told my sister to keep my nephew away from that game. It needs the wood chipper. Salad Full Cool Ranch Rito says, dear Lord, can Minnesota go one day without controversy? If they tried adding male cheerleaders on DCC, the whole state would burn. Thank you, Silo. Young Stove says, Blabs is les-coded. Drives a Subaru, works on a farm, and dresses like a 12-year-old boy. Tell me I'm wrong. Ha, ha, ha.
You're wrong, and I won't ever sleep with you.
Wow. The burn is real. Sorry, Young Stove. Blabs won't sleep with you. Demon says, still not the worst thing Kirsha has taught us. This is true. Kirsha has a special way with words. Delta says, well, Phoenix, if you want to hit the Gen Xers hardest, grab the movie rights to an animated Undertale or Deltarune film and have Vic Mignogna in it.
Okay, on it. Thank you.
He's getting on it now. Yeah. Commodore fan says, Nintendo is the only one where exclusives tied to hardware work. So they have so many great, franchises. And Sega never was console exclusive, as many of their games in the 80s and 90s were 8-bit micros and PC, including Sonic 1, 2, 3, and Sonic and Knuckles.
Who's still around?
So sad.
Damn. Commodore fan says Valve and Steam is just as much part of the console wars as Nintendo and the Switch/Switch 2, as they produce Arch Linux-based Steam Deck line of handheld systems. Tenarian says, I love console exclusives. Sure, it sucked when I was a kid and couldn't afford all the systems, but now I enjoy going back and playing the games I couldn't afford back then. Plus, I love connecting the OG fans to those back consoles. Poppy! Is Poppy hanging out in the background there? Oh, there she is. Hey, good to see you, Poppy. Thanks so much for that Starbucks. Just dropping it off. That's wonderful. Thank you, Tenarian. Tenarian's got a crush on Poppy. We're going to set you up.
Who wouldn't? Yeah, absolutely.
Delta says, fuck, I said Gen X instead of Z. The clip Riley makes where he live cams his hand, I found it suspect. He has 3 red dots on screen and doesn't react. Lets a guy run past and then snaps to kill 5+ people. Thank you, Delta. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting things in there. Jester for 5 says, I'm still waiting for Arthurian adaptation that isn't based on the French bastardization and rewrites. Those things are part of why Tolkien had to write Middle Earth. We had no mythology as the English. Thank you very much. And GS Wolfword says, can't help but think that a lot of the Gen Z disapproval is actually a bunch of bitter leftists with more vintage than a bottle of wine. Thank you, GS Wolford. Yeah, a lot. Listen, the reason why they hate it is because they are all Jim. That's why they hate American Pie. They're all Jim. They want the hot girl, and they have to settle for the man geek. Sorry. By the way, man, I was watching this thing, just totally unrelated, right? I've been talking about this for a while, right? Like I'm 44, right? And like at my age, like your testosterone starts to drop, right? So I've been doing all this research on this TRT stuff. Apparently, like testosterone rates are like, I saw this stat the other day that testosterone rates in males in the United States, the average 25-year-old has
like
the
a grandma, like a
the average 25-year-old in the United States has as much testosterone as a 60-year-old did in the year 2000.
Yeah,
that's fucking terrifying.
Terrifying, but not shocking.
In the foods,
they're making the frogs gay.
Ooh, man, they're making the men gay. It's ridiculous. I don't even know. Yeah. So, anyways, I'm doing all. If I decide to do that, I will be totally transparent on all that stuff when it comes to the testosterone and stuff. Because, like, hey, I got no shame when it comes to that stuff. And it's not even about shame. I will. If I go on that journey with you guys, my biggest thing with all that is like I don't want to be like stuck to this for the rest of my life. And like if I want to quit, then whatever, right? Because I'm not a big fan of like being a medical establishment patient for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I don't know. It's interesting. Yeah, apparently Dan's on the TRT stuff. There's a lot of people who are doing it. So and a lot of people like swear by it. It's weird. But all right, we are by the way 2 yellow supers away from our second Montez goal. I know people saying eat meat. That's all I do, by the way. That's all I do is eat meat. It's great. It's wonderful. So red meat, chicken meat, whatever, all the meat. And Mercenary says, "This is why I only fire people. This is why I only fire people. I don't torture them with talks about eels of people's butts." Thanks you, Mercenary, for the 5 over there. All right, Leaflet, you got any fun streams coming up?
Any fun streams? I mean, just the normal. I stream over on Twitch and on Kick, and yeah, that's about it. I do news at the beginning, and then gaming at the end, and I do tabletop stuff. Mm-hmm.
Let's go. How long do you usually stream for?
Too long. Like 12 hours or something.
12 hours?
Yeah.
What?
Because I play games, right? Like I do like the news for like maybe like 2 to 4 hours, maybe sometimes 6 hours, and then I just pick a game and I play it.
Maybe
a lot of FPS games actually. I play a lot of FPS games.
Man, could you imagine like if we added like did some gameplay stuff over on Kick or Rumble or whatever after this? Man, it'd be tiring for sure. I'm old as shit.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Shut up, Leaflet. All right. Hey, I do want to remind you guys, we got flagged by YouTube. We actually have a warning on our account right now. And we've said this many, many times. There will be a day where we are no longer welcome over on YouTube. We reside to that idea. We're just waiting for it. But we tried to upload the Roblox video, a clip from the show yesterday, and every single time, we got hit with the yellow check mark here. You can see the dollar sign over here, which is gross over here. So we're asking for your help. Once again, head over to Side Scrollers Plus, become a member over there. Even if you like sign up for free, that's totally cool. We appreciate it. If there's free accounts, you can still watch the show over there. Just open up a new window, go to Side Scrollers Plus. You can link it with your Rumble account. If you have a Rumble account, it's very easy to do. If you want to become a supporter over there, we'd greatly appreciate it. You can use promo code CART. It's $60 for the entire year. You get access to all of our shows, all of our partners, all of our premium events, and future things we haven't even announced yet. So, this is a great sign that today is kind of the day. That'd be great if you head over there and do that. So we'd really love it if 2 of you head over there today and join us over at Side Scrollers Plus. Use promo code CART. All right, let's get out of here. Oh, hold on. Cenarian came in with a meme.
Yeah.
Yes, what do we got from Cenarian?
Oh, it's a meme. Phoenix, pull up my screen, please. He sent this for 5.
Uh-oh, what's
Truth
that?
is, the frogs are gay from the start.
Oh. Mercenary says, it's a shame it's survival from the elites. Thank you, Mercenary. Raptor says, Leaflet is the American Coroni. What is that?
Wait, why? Does she play a lot of games? I don't know.
And Game Hunter says, with the 999, says, Fate/Extra on PSP is a game I'm willing to play again on re-released. I played as Tamamo no May on the first playthrough. Anyway, my Italian cousin and I are going to Olive Garden next week. Montez, let's go. Speaking of Montez, Maria says, Montez, Pardue. That's right. We hit our Montez goal. Phoenix, let's finish strong. Oh, Pong, let's go.
That's adorable.
Haven't seen Pong lately.
I don't think we've ever seen that one.
Oh, no, there she goes. Oh, no. Hey, brand new one for you guys. That's awesome. Love that. All right, guys, thanks so much for tuning in, joining us today, being a part of our lives, allowing us to be a part of yours. Hit the thumbs up button, guys. On your way out, we'd really appreciate it. If you're new, subscribe, obviously. We look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow when we're back at it. Who's joining us tomorrow, Blabs?
We have Arch.
Ooh, Arch is
Gotta find out about his PayPal talks.
Yes. It's going to be great. All right, guys, have a great rest of your day. We will see you guys mañana. Remember, people are going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got a goal. Go get it. Have a great day. See you guys later. Bye-bye.
Tality.